Welcome to another edition of Insomniac Soup. Hello, everybody. I'm a little late because I'm having some plumbing problems here at the homestead. Well, hopefully we can get the plumber out here tomorrow because, whew, don't light a match in this place or light a match or something to bring some heavy. Oh, damn, the damn toilet. Well, plumbing's doing its retarded plumbing, and son of a bitch, it sucks. It sucks big time. I just hope we get a plumber out here sometime today. Would be nice. What?
I said it might not happen.
Well, we need to call them and keep continuing call them. I know I'm gonna call them again.
Yes.
I'm gonna call them. I'll call them like 20 times.
Yep.
Before 5 p.m. so they get their asses out here and fix this shit. Because this shit, you pay rent. We pay our rent. We pay our bills. We shouldn't have to put up with a big pile of shit. Look at me. I turned my own show into the shit show. Son of a bitch. What, Nina?
I'm not feeling well and yelling doesn't help.
I'm not really yelling. You know that's not yelling. I'm raising my voice to a high octane level. But if you're saying I need to come down and to a moderate mumble, I will try to do so. When I'm talking, I need to make sure all can hear.
All can hear with that mic, believe me.
Well, I actually don't have any viewers right now. Because I was late. I wasn't that late. I was supposed to had it set for 10:30 and it's 10:34. I wasn't that late. I just don't have any viewers right now. So Carlo Albanese was here. Hopefully he comes back.
Oh boy.
Right now I'm looking at the eyeball and the eye in the sky says 0. The eye in the sky looking back at me says 0 here. That's what the soup has become. Big 0. See? I don't think people... Brady, come here. I'm on. I was the notifications had to go out, or YouTube is really censoring me. Hey, there's two. There's 2 now. Hey. Hello, Carl Albanese. Welcome back. I hear you are there. How is your morning thus far? Ready to ring in the new year? In a couple of... it's what? 6 a.m. there? 10:35 p.m. here. Huh? I know.
Leave him be.
He's being a pill. What can you say?
I mean it.
Work sucks. It's 5:30 a.m. Yeah, I used to get up when I had a job. I used to get up at 3:30 a.m. to start a job, which I started at 6 a.m. I would work 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. I love those hours. Those are great hours, but yeah, the reason why I had to get up so early because I had about a 45-minute drive to work. But I was in a little 1991 red sports car Miata. So I would be like, floor it. Let's drive. I gotta drive really, really fast and try not to get in an accident. Which I was pretty good at. For the most part. No, I never got in an accident. I was always good. Been here for 7 hours. Loads to do. How many people work with you, man? If you're an overnight central worker, do you have colleagues, coworkers, or is it you and one other person? I'm just curious, man. Just curious. You okay, Nina?
Yes.
You need. Can I help you with something? Okay.
Now let my girl went off my lap.
Now remember, you can't flush
Yeah,
because it's just not flushing.
I don't.
And I wish we did have a snake. I don't know if a snake would help, but
Probably would. Norton was going to get me one.
I plunged it, but it, like you said, we probably need a better freaking plunger because that one, a piece of shite.
Yes.
Piece of shite, generic one. Don't ever get a generic plunger. They're no good. They're just no good. Please talk to me whilst I work. All right. Well, we're talking. We're doing the talking, man. Don't you work. Don't you fret, Carlo. I'll find something to talk about. To somebody. When somebody wants to come on the panel, I guess I can. I never did send out the link to StreamYard for anybody to join, which I'll do right now. Where's the group? Come on, where's the group? There we go. So give me just a moment while I do this thing. Oh. All right, it's in Insomniac Soup Class X. So if there's anybody who wants willing to come up for a while, more than welcome. Yeah, we're dealing with a little plumbing situation. They got to do a lot of stuff around here. I'm tired of, they get so demanding when it comes to build and rent, but they don't do stuff for us. It's just, and we have a manager who's an absolute jerk. I mean, I went to call him and I wanted to leave him a message, a polite message, as I normally do. No hostility, no anger, just a nice, pleasant message. So I went to call him, left one, and I went to call him again because I didn't think I got all my first message. I went to call him again, and it said, this individual has said something to Google screening something or other, and I'm like, what? This guy. This guy sets his phone from his ordinary voicemail to Google screening. Like, I'm being offensive or something to him. And this guy, this manager, he always thinks he's above me. He always thinks I'm below him. I wonder if he even was born in this country. You know, he's a Latin male, Hispanic male, maybe a few years older than me, but he's just not. Every time I've encountered this person, he's been quite unpleasant. Like, we've had issues before, and we've called on, and he goes, "Please don't call the city on us to, you know, to have us fix it, uh, 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 certain things, because I don't appreciate too much." Well, I don't appreciate paying rent and stuff not getting done around here, because we leave pleasant messages and we ask you nicely, but do you comply? No, you ignore us. You be rude about things. So what do you do? I mean, sometimes you just deal with managers and property owners like that, I guess. Anyway, moving right along. So, gee, I thought putting on a little or coming on a little earlier would improve. I don't know. Ever since one certain Insomniac Soup stream, the um, have I done something to offend people? Have I? What have I mean? I can only say I'm sorry so many times. Um, I don't know what I've done, but this is this is new and uncharted territory for me as a person who live streams as a content creator. And I don't know if that is content creation. Anyway, um, maybe it's time for me to actually become a content creator. Which I'm gonna have to learn some editing and make videos. But should I make another? No, Carlo, not your fault. Thank you, Carlo. Thank you for that. You're you're wonderful too, Carlo. Uh, maybe the soup just needs to. I don't know. If it's gonna stick around, it needs to stick around. Hey, Mirror Spock, how's it going? How's it going, my friend? What's up? Anyway, we're gonna have to dig deep into thought and do something different with this show, this live stream called Insomniac Soup. I don't know. I'll have to get really creative and figure out something because it needs life. It needs life. The soup needs life. Gotta go find out. Misty fresh air. Thank you. What do you guys think? What do you think, Carlo? Do you like the soup as it is, or would you like to see some changes? I'm gonna make the best live stream soup for you guys. You know, it's here to entertain and keep you coming. You know, I want you to enjoy your time while the soup is on. You know, so I'm not boring you, am I? The only soup is what you make your belly. Yeah. Yeah, soup's good for the souls. So they say, right? No, soup's mighty good. Hey, Hermit of the Woods, how's it going? I need to make 20-second adverts. That brings out subs. Yeah. All right. I will take that under consideration, Carlo. It was so much better then. Yeah, it might have, but well, you know, we're doing things differently now. We do things differently now. Yeah, well, there's no gonna be no more link in the chat. Nope, ain't gonna happen. You don't like that. Oh well, get used to changes, my friend. Get used to changes. You got 13. That's 13. That's funny. I only see Carlo, Meersbach, Hermit of the Woods. So how's your evening been going? Are you ready for the year to be over? Aren't we all? I'm ready. Hey, Yvette. How's it going? Come on. Slow stream, and what do you do well for your channel? Hey, Elihu. Yvette, look at Darkhaster's Discord.
What's up, Bill?
How's it going?
I got a notification you just went live, and according to YouTube, you went live 21 minutes ago, and I check got the notification.
Well, sometimes it's slow. I've been on for 21 minutes and 30 seconds. Go figure there, man.
Does Yvette even sleep?
Yeah, it's morning time. She just woke up.
No, she popped into my show for a bit. I'm like, does she even sleep? Oh, I was reading Carlos's little comments about making a 20-second commercial. Make one and I'll put one on my show.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's perfect. Astronomy is 90% observed at nighttime, and what's going on at nighttime? Insomniac Soup. Let's do Insomniac Soup while you look at the stars. Hello.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, make a little commercial, dude. I mean, I have a commercial for pickles. I have one for Cornemic. The Phantom Collective was supposed to make me one, but he hasn't got back to me yet. I know the stars are out tonight, deep in the heart of Texas.
Welcome, Yvette.
Hello. I stayed up late last night, Elihu. I was just about to bed when he went live, and I wanted to see it. So I managed half an hour before I was nearly not nodding off to his stream. It was fascinating, but yeah. And it's the first one I managed to catch. So no, it was really
I saw your name in the chat. I'm like, wait a minute, did I say Yvette in there? What the? Oh, I was not expecting to see you in the middle of your nighttime.
Yeah, I know. Oh dear. It was 1 degree down here this morning when I got down here.
Oh shit.
1 degree centigrade. So I don't.
We know. We know. You guys have the superior, awesome system.
Stupid.
We got stupid Fahrenheit, which is retarded.
Yeah. No, but ours is stupid. I liked Fahrenheit.
Oh, okay.
I'm from the days of Fahrenheit. I still convert it in my head. 9/5 plus 32. That's the formula.
Yeah.
Or double it and add about 30.
Yeah, that's what I do. Double it and add 20 to 30. Yeah, that's a little elementary school trick.
That's the easy way. Yeah. But that's the actual formula. 9/5 plus 32.
I estimate things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like the finger thing, Elihu. I actually remember that from astronomy when I was little, and I'd forgotten it. You brought lots of memories flooding back with that one.
Yeah, I try to make things simple. I'm like, how do people measure degrees? Oh yeah, the hand one. Let me find the chart. Pinky 1, rock and roll 25. Yeah. That's how I learned.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've stargazed, and it was really good to hear about the real sky above me instead of the invisible side of it. It's really lovely. So I enjoy it. Sorry, Bill.
No, that's fine. You're good.
But Yvette, there are quarks and neurons and strings all around us.
I know that.
Especially up.
I know that. Yeah. But as I say, it was nice to see the real world side of it for a change, because I was fascinated with the sky as a kid. So, I just kind of went down a rabbit hole, whereas you stayed on top and looked through the looking glass.
Yeah, I didn't turn it Alice. I didn't go through it. I'm just conceited. I mean, convinced.
You're still interested though. I know you are.
I try to make things simplified.
Yeah, well, so do I. I'm not one. I don't preachy. Have I ever done anything super scientisty on here? I wouldn't do that. I tried to keep that side just for the students. So, and even then, I'm quite a fun teacher, as you can imagine. Well, I tried to be anyway.
So, did any students finally get smart and give you apple seeds instead of an apple?
Say that again?
Did any student ever get smart and give you apple seeds instead of an apple?
Do you know, I don't think I've ever been given an apple.
Oh my gosh! I
I've
hate
been
apples,
given-
but
I've been
apples, but
given
every teacher needs an apple.
chocolate. I've been given chocolate a lot, which is hilarious as I don't like it. I do let them know after the first year that I don't like it. But I usually give it to other people. But yeah, no. Yeah.
I don't want to give up chocolate. That's the thing.
No.
I want a diet, but I don't want to give up chocolate. I must need chocolate.
You don't have to give up chocolate.
No, you can eat.
I'll tell you what.
mildly.
Chocolate is love, man. Chocolate is love.
If you move to
coffee-
dark
Oh.
chocolate you can eat more of.
I don't like dark chocolate though.
Fair enough.
Bill, coffee may be the elixir of life, but chocolate is the essence of all life. I say that because she's drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, that just keeps me alive. Yeah, you're right. you know me so well.
If I was a teacher and a student happened to give me apple seeds, I'd automatically give that kid an A and make him my aide. Why? Why? That kid thinks ahead of time.
Well, all my students are adults because it's uni.
Well, basically, yeah.
And the fourth year lot, I have a lot of teaching assistants. So what with COVID, we've got a teaching assistant base now, and it's all done online. So I've spent a good few years now doing Skype or whatever is good. I have recommended StreamYard to them. But that's how I got into all of this a year ago. So, yeah, it's obviously being home with mum, I had to increase working from home a lot. But I've got a teaching assistant base, which is fantastic. They're very good, very good. And of course, they get, because they're fourth level students about to become doctorates, they work very hard for me.
I like that. Hard for me.
Hard for the whole of humanity. I like to say, I mean, science is neither good or bad. It's the people that use it, like everything else in life.
Yeah.
But as I say, it's all been an adjustment doing it arse about face. But we're getting there. I mean, it's all up in the air at the moment again. We've just been moved back into tier 4 along with half the country. So that's basically complete lockdown again.
That sucks.
It does. It doesn't bother me so much because I have to protect mum anyway. So I've kind of been in a lockdown the whole year, being protective. But yeah, I've got to go out this morning shopping, which is not going to be fun. So yeah, it's been a weird year for me. But I know my sister, who works in the entertainment industry, as you know, she's had a very tough year because there's just been no work because the whole entertainment industry shut down virtually.
I know. Nothing's been filming. Everything's been doing reruns.
Yeah.
The only thing that's able to be done is animation work.
Yeah. And she does a lot of pantomime stuff and things like that. So.
Yeah, theater's basically been closed here.
Yeah, they're all closed here.
The theater 2 blocks from my house still has the Sting marquee on it. from his musical from last year.
Yeah, they filmed the one in Blackpool because we were in tier 3, hoping to drop to tier 2, which they kind of said we might do because Blackpool, we're lumped in with Lancashire, which is our county, like a state, and there are lots of towns in Lancashire that are really high, but Blackpool itself, because we're a tourist town and the hotels have not been allowed to open, is no one's really, and we've halved our numbers, so we were hoping to get to tier 2, and they were hoping to open the pantomime for Christmas, and then Boris shafted us, and we're still lumped in with Lancashire even now, and we've gone to tier 4, which is basically businesses are open but not tourists, not non-essential, not shops. It's just stay at home, don't drive unless you got to go to work, don't leave the area, don't travel 5 miles out of your area or whatever it is. I don't know, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, San Francisco is a major tourist city, and the city's been getting empty, and hotels are suffering, restaurants are suffering. Locals try to stimulate the economy by eating there, but we're on lockdown, so it's takeout only, and people don't want to go out to get the takeout. Like, what's the point? What's going to be delivered? So everything is basically suffering in the city.
Yeah, well, I got to say, a lot of the restaurants here in Blackpool, which were only restaurant only, have had to move to deliveries. So it's been quite a perk for me to get some of my favourite restaurants I went to delivered. I know that sounds terrible, but at least they're getting my money. But we've got Just Eat over here, and they're really good. They got McDonald's up and running. They got Burger King when it's open, which is never in
Burger King's
here.
closed up this year.
Yeah.
So Subway.
Yeah. No, Subway is open here. I've got one just, I suppose it's a block for you guys, about a block from me, but I don't like Subway. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
We won't hold that against you.
Yvette, are we being mean to Bill by talking about delicious food?
I'm sorry, Bill.
Bill. No. You guys are fine. It's okay.
Okay, good.
I can talk about food. It's okay.
Let's talk about pie.
I'm not a fan of pie, and that's really strange considering I'm a Dean Winchester fan.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, I know. It's sweet things again. I'm a savoury person.
Well, sweet things are okay when they have fruit in it,
Yeah, no, I have to be really careful with fruit.
Pies are.
I'm allergic to pectin.
Oh.
Yeah, cherries can kill me. If I eat a raw cherry, my throat closes up. Apples make my tongue swell up.
Yeah, apples make you sneeze and cough.
Yeah, that's a pectin. If you got even a slight allergy, it'll affect your throat. As long as you cook all the fruit, you're okay. It kills the pectin instantly. But
I read that the reason why people have a hard time with fruit like apples itself, period, is because of ragweed pollen, your allergies.
Yeah,
it affects you somehow.
Yeah.
Whenever I have apple, I cough and I sneeze, and I hate it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know mine's pectin because I've had to visit a hospital once or twice. Because I wasn't allergic to cherries and then became allergic to them.
Yeah, that's what
destroyed the sparkly vampires.
You're allergic to sparkly vampires, dude.
I don't like them sparkly vampires. You know this.
You're allergic to them.
They make me sick. Yeah.
It's very. I don't like sloppy films. No.
I say the way that the first movie should have ended, Blade should have showed up. Boom, done. No more vampires. Team Edward wins.
God. I think I saw them when they came out, and I was like, oh God, teenage movies.
I had no intention of seeing that when it came out.
No.
Then we made a second, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. And I think a sixth and a seventh.
I have no idea.
There are. Yeah, like Fast and Furious, I have no idea, and I don't care.
No. I like a vampire in Supernatural. But I like all that sort of stuff. But they got to be proper vampires, not the wispy, skinny, sullen, drippy look.
Oh, you mean you want the vampires to look like Spike and Angel?
Yeah. Angel, definitely.
a little Marsden or Borealis. See, I'm a Buffy fan, okay?
Yeah, Buffy and Angel. I love both of Buffy and Angel. Yeah, definitely. Did you see on Amazon that when they put it in 4K? One of my friends was telling me, and I went back to have a look. They were that rushed to get it out in 4K that they didn't crop it, and there are several scenes where you can see the crew members.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
No, missed that one.
It's very quick, but obviously some people that have watched it a lot of times, it would instantaneously. The scene where Faith and Buffy are fighting on the balcony is a good one because they're obviously on their own in the apartment before she chucks her over. And you can see the crew members standing at the side. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, if you've got Amazon Prime, go have a look at it.
Oh my God, do you remember the episode of this?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to my Buffy page right now. In a second, hang on. Buffy?
They're coming to get me. Damn it.
You'll
never get me alive, coppers.
What's your favourite season?
Buffy?
Yeah, out of curiosity.
Probably season 5.
Really? 2? I think 2's the best.
Okay, 2 was good.
2 was very good.
Because they had the first 2-parter.
Indeed, yes.
We
do like a cliffhanger.
Watching a season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh.
Sorry, I just never could get into the show. I couldn't.
I love Anthony Head in anything. You see, I love Merlin. That's a British one. You may not have seen it, but it's fantastic.
I've heard of Merlin.
It's well worth a watch if you're binge watching anything. Merlin. Yeah.
Merlin. Let me see.
Dragons.
Anthony Stewart Head and John Hurt.
Yeah, and
I have the episodes right here. Okay, I'll put it on my queue.
Hey, Elihu.
Yes.
Have you ever watched something on Curiosity Stream?
Okay, Curiosity Stream. They had Curiosity Stream is what Science Channel and History Channel was supposed to be originally. Because right now, History Channel and Science Channel and Travel Channel, they have ghost hunting shows. All this other paranormal stuff. But Curiosity is 99.99998% science.
Hey, just another red shirt and Wookiee Supremacy. Welcome to the show.
I don't have Curiosity. Hey, guys. I don't have Curiosity Stream.
Well, no,
I do watch some of the stuff that's on there with my little feet.
They have a show called Iceman, 200 Years in Antarctica or something.
Yeah.
It kind of looks interesting.
Yeah.
Iceman.
Yes. When they found one of the Paleolithic, almost intact bodies. So old that
the bog guy?
Everything. No, not the bog one. It was an Antarctic one. They found. I think I've seen it, Bill.
Yeah. And then there's a show. There's a show on Armstrong.
Yes, that's on Netflix and Amazon.
What's
the
that?
Armstrong one.
The right stuff.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet. The man or something. It's called. It's about Armstrong stepping on the moon. It's like a documentary.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I'm typing Armstrong Soup pops up here.
I watched Hell House 3 last night.
Yeah,
I love the Hell House ones.
Wait, there's been 3 of them?
I didn't know there were 3. I'd seen the first one, then I saw the second one. The third one was great because it kind of tied everything up. I love, because Blair Witch was such a great concept, but was so shit. Which I'm not going to deny to anyone, but the concept was great. And then you had Cloverleaf, which again was shite. But Hell House, I really like the documentary side of how they played it. It felt very real. So if you've not seen the Hell House trilogy, there's another set of movies for you.
Just another red shirt. Check your Discord DM. Link me there.
Get your butt on here. It's
link with me there,
this year.
Yeah, look at this. Yvette's talking like a Yank. She's like, get your butt up here.
Get your butt up here. It's the last time I'm here this year. It's New Year's Eve for me.
Such a delight you've been too.
No, I mean, it's the last time this year because it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
It's remember, today is New Year's Eve.
Okay.
New Year's Eve.
I'm in the future.
That's right. You are in
tomorrow morning when I'm on with you, if you're on,
I will
you'll be celebrating New Year, and I'll have already slept through it.
So what time do I need to be on the air so we could bring in the New Year for you?
Same time. Bill, I can't physically stay awake till midnight. Seriously, I can't do it.
I was surprised when I saw her today on my show. I'm like, what event?
Yeah. I was literally about to fall asleep, and Elihu popped up with a live stream, and I was like, I gotta see this. And I managed half an hour before, and it's not because it was boring, it was fascinating because I've actually saved it so I could jot down some of the dates he was reading out. Cool. But I was so tired and I didn't want to be rude. That's why what I was putting in the comments was a bit, big ass universe, I think I put. That was about all I could think about.
Yes, it is a big arse universe.
Yeah. But I'm not normally up at that time. So Elihu, you're privileged to have me on there. or doomed, I don't know, whichever way you want to think.
I felt honored.
Oh, bless you. Yeah. I'll be about, Bill, for till Monday. Monday I start work. So
cool.
You know, when I saw your name, I was going to mention about the discovery of massless particles.
Yeah, but your sort of group are astronomy buffs, aren't they? So.
I know, but I'm like, nah, I'll hold off.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to interfere with all that. I was just there enjoying it. And the information you were giving out was great. As I say, I've saved it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I want to jot down some of the dates. So I know I could Google them, but it's easier just listening to you and writing them down.
Yeah, that would be easier, right?
Yeah, it's great. Because he does them in sections. He does like the sun, and then he does like the moon, and then he does like the meteors, the planets where they're aligned at certain times in the year. So
yeah, I didn't want to go January. This is going to happen in February. I'm like, okay, I'll list some stuff out and go, okay, here are some eclipses that's going to happen. This is when they're going to happen. Here's some comet sightings. Here's what's going to happen. It's great because especially the meteors showers, I do try and catch them if I can. So it's good to know the sort of dates that they're about. And of course, we get a lot of other meteor showers that we haven't logged that are in any elliptical orbits.
we pass through the dust cloud so often that we get meteor showers randomly anyway.
Yeah.
So once we get one, we can track it, as you well know. So that's why each year the meteor list gets longer and longer.
That's why I forgot to put a couple on there. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, the tracking now is so much easier than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So, you can see if they're in orbit or they're just a stray cloud brushing through. But it is one of those sites that's so worth just stopping and looking. It makes, I don't know, reality perspective seem, well, we're the cupcake. If you're a Hitchhikers fan, you'll understand that. We're a cupcake.
I'm the petunias that going, not again.
Yeah, that's all the way through. Hey, Richard!
See? I'm a fan.
Hello, Yvette.
Dude,
hello, Eliu.
That was longer than 2 minutes.
Oh, so sue me.
How much? Okay, I'll see.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Art.
You just know that makes me melt. Your voice.
I do not.
You do too.
Oh, my voice. My voice, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Singing to me.
Carlo, it is 10.
We can always get Nina to sing it for you.
Yeah.
She does.
Carlo.
I like her singing that. I do.
Yeah. I've heard Nina sing
They
that.
say they like when you sing "How Much Is That Doggy in the Window."
Art. Oh, by the way,
she says
Carlo,
thank you.
Carlo, it is 10:18 p.m. on the West Coast.
It's what?
So, Carlo said it's 6:15 right now in the morning.
Yeah.
It's 10:20 p.m. here in California. So,
My God. You're the furthest away from us then. You're right on the other side. That's 8 hours, isn't it?
yeah. That's why I'm glad I'm not in Hawaii because everybody be tweeting spoilers for TV shows and movies several hours before they come out.
Yeah, Hawaii's probably about the... Is it Hawaii? I think it's one of the British Virgin Islands that's got the 12 hours. There's one island with 12 hours difference.
I forgot.
And then, obviously, the arse end of Australia is 12 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, those Perths.
The other way. So, yeah, that's your 24-hour bill. You got to start somewhere in the Virgin Islands and every hour for 24 hours until you get to Australia. There you go. Carlos said at 4 p.m. for you, it'll be midnight here.
So 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah. Because Yvette, you're 6 hours ahead of me, and I'm Central Time, 2 hours ahead of Bill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, not math again.
Yeah.
That's not math. That's just time zones, Eliu.
That's adding and subtracting hours. It's adding and subtracting numbers. It's not math again.
That's arithmetic. Math is calculus.
I am not Newton. I'm over 23, okay? I'm not Newton.
Neither am I.
Good Lord, Eliu. Anyway, as I said, time is relative and irrelevant, really, because we're all here right now.
Well, yes. Time zones were only invented so that trains could run on a time schedule.
Yes, and television and radio and flights.
Well, they just piggybacked on it. It was the railroads that invented this nonsense.
Yeah, no. It makes sense because we look at time as linear. Well, most people do. I don't because I'm a quantum physicist. But, if I made a quantum clock, we'd be all over the fucking shop.
Oh, yes. I did manage to understand special relativity for 4 minutes.
Right.
Wow.
Why is there another you? Oh, okay. You're roboting. There was two of you.
I know, Stringer has messed up on me. I had to reboot. I'm like, shit.
Oh, okay. Like, why is there another Elihu?
He didn't like being underneath me, above me, you see. He had to move down.
I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Hey, Poe.
Hey!
How you doing, Poe?
Howdy.
Hello.
Good morning.
Are you well?
How you doing, Miss Yvette?
Oh, Miss Yvette, that's so sweet. I'm well, thank you, Poe.
Mr. Jedi Bill,
Yeah.
Mr. Elihu,
Que
and
pasa?
somebody with just another red shirt.
Just another one.
How y'all doing tonight?
Are you
morning?
Very well, sir.
Are you making your nightly morning a cameo?
I'm making another cameo right now. I just got back from Mississippi visiting my family. Back in Atlanta right now.
Oh,
My dog missed me. My little schnauzer.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You shared that video.
do you have a sausage dog?
What that?
He's a hot dog.
Sausage dog, a schnauzer. Is that a sausage
no,
dog?
he's not a schnauzer's dog, but he got the one with the beard, Lady in the Tramp.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. I was thinking of a different dog breed.
Okay.
Not a dachshund.
No, not Dawson, yeah. He's actually a mutant. He's solid white, so I can't register him with the AKC.
Hey, that Heinz 57 are the best.
Well, actually, Worcestershire sauce is better.
Well, don't get it in your eye, Elihu. It gives you
Oh no,
pink eye.
Elihu, in honor of
South Park.
Yvette. No, HP.
HP, thank you very much, Red Shirt. I like HP.
I do too. I've had it. I've tried it. It's good.
It's a fruity sauce. It's not barbecue at all. It's fruity. It's very bizarre.
Yes.
It goes very well with fried mushrooms, actually.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that tip.
Well, but just you live by cows, so you have easy access to mushrooms in the mornings.
It coats it like honey. If you put it in the pan, the HP sauce, the fruity one.
What kind of mushrooms?
It doesn't matter. You can have big steak mushrooms and pour it on top, or you can have little button mushrooms all chopped up and stir it into it. And it's like, it sticks them together, which makes it easier to eat them. And it has that lovely HP taste. Yeah. There you go. One of my easy recipes that I learned when I was a kid.
And there you are.
Yeah, really unhealthy, but tastes great, as all unhealthy things do.
Okay. So
Yeah,
how's
you
how's
guys
the
have no
holidays?
idea about sauces over here. I tell you what, there's some strange ass sauces over here.
What you mean
One of
over
my
here? Where are you from?
I'm from the UK, darling. I mean England.
Oh.
Yes, I've been stalking Jedi Bill for a while. Elihu and I are planning on
in a good way.
Yes.
In a good way.
Yeah, Elihu and I are planning an OnlyFans together.
I can't deal.
I have to say, OnlyFans is not just naughty stuff. People tune in for sciencey stuff and that.
Yes.
And Elihu and I make a very good team when it comes to that. We just need a particle physicist. We don't need a theoretical physicist. They're boring.
No one needs a theoretical physicist.
I do not
They're
know.
theoretical. They don't actually exist.
How about a physicist? String
I don't know
theory.
anything about this.
That's
That's not a physicist.
That's quantum physics.
That's
an Imagineer.
theory. That's a topic.
Yeah, that comes under my umbrella.
What's wrong with quantum physics?
It's the newest science, so a lot of it's theory. Although we have proved some of the stuff.
Well, damn it.
So
Let's get to it and prove some stuff.
we have.
Yes.
This year, you were mentioning events, Elihu, in 2020. I was sitting there going, I want to mention mine now. but I didn't. In 2020, we basically carbon dated a piece of dark matter and discovered, to our astonishment, and a lot of people passed out, that it's older than the Big Bang. Now, I've spent the last year writing a paper on this to try and come up with some series of tests to confirm what we actually got as a reading on it. So it's huge in the science community, and I'm sure Elihu's read about it. It's massive because it will change physics if we can prove it. And
Yes,
that's what quantum physics is. It's about unraveling the unknown.
It'll basically help understand the expansion of the universe. That's what we need, a quantum. Quantum. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Quantified field theory. Yeah.
It slots in with the multi-universe theory, which I do subscribe to myself. So you can't have quantum physics without multi-universes or parallel or alternate. You can't. However you want to look at it.
Yeah, basically, is the universe made up of dark matter, and everything comes into the dark matter, energy, and then everything comes into the dark energy. Like maybe all universes are made up of dark energy, and something happens and matter exists.
Well, I've gone down the scientific route of saying, well, let's try this, and let's try this to see if we can replicate and prove the validity of the results. Because I'm a scientist. I don't like to guess.
Yes.
Because if you start guessing in quantum physics, you become a theoretical physicist.
Wait a minute. In quantum physics, you are a theoretical physicist.
No,
unless you're working at
if you write it down, you're a quantum physicist. If you think about it, you're a theoretical physicist.
The difference
he
is
got a good point.
We get to actually prove or disprove the theories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How do you prove it? How do you prove it?
I mean, I can't go into some of the stuff I work on at CERN, but
okay, okay, you do work at CERN. Okay, great. You are actually doing experiments, so you are actually testing the theories.
Yes.
So you are a practical experimental physicist.
Yes.
I do some work for CERN. I do some work for NASA.
Okay.
So
no, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Yeah. I told you about the quantum computer at NASA already, you guys. I remember.
Yeah, but I wrote my thesis on a computer, and that's not experimental because that's not an experiment.
No, that's fair enough.
No.
But
a computer simulation is not an experiment. It is an application of theory to see what would happen. If the theory were right, but you have no way of testing it because if the theory's wrong, it still looks good on the computer simulation.
Yes, sure. Yvette, test the theories.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. That's what I was. That's what I was asking.
Oh, okay.
I also write a lot of the theories that I do myself. The last one on dark energy and dark matter I wrote, I incorporated Tesla into it because I got a lot of respect for Tesla, although he was really
way ahead of his time. He was way ahead of his time.
Yeah, but the ether sort of equation he wrote is very similar to the equation for dark energy and dark matter. So he was on the right lines. So I have put him in the paper, and I think it's only fair because you got to give credit where credit's due. And
no wonder they thought he was nuts in 1944.
Absolutely.
Miss Yvette, I'm sure Jedi Bill knows, and I'm sure Eli who knows that you dealing with a flat earther right here.
Oh my goodness! Well,
I know that, Poe.
Hello.
Yeah, I know. I just brought you.
I know that, dude. I know that about you, man.
Each to their own, honey. I'm not one to judge anyone about.
Oh, not again. Oh.
Yes, ma'am. And it got solid.
No, I thought my finger messed up again. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, we don't want to raise argument.
No. I'll just stated something.
No. You know what? Half my family are Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't question that.
Marco's a Jehovah's Witness
that's
pastor,
a
so
good point you brought up.
There you go. And my other
Yeah,
half,
that is a
my
good
family
point.
are Roman Catholics. So, you know, my mother rebelled against the whole thing and brought me up as a scientist.
Yes, ma'am. Hey,
And
we all
Poe,
just
Poe,
have to have respect for one another.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Poe, there are people who call themselves physicists that espouse string theory, and I don't think it's a scientific theory, let alone a physics.
Yeah, that's the most ridiculous thing I've heard, string theory. But and I'm a flat earther, so there we go. Yeah,
everything vibrates. Everything vibrates.
Everything does vibrate.
I do agree with that, but not string.
Oh, yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Not string, but vibrates, yeah.
Except my physics teacher in high school told me that a young woman walking down the hall, there are 3 forms of motion: vibration, rotation, and translation. And a young woman walking down the hall exhibits all 3 of them in all 3 axes.
Well, yes. Vibration is what they're made up of.
Oh my gosh, what a sexist teacher.
That's
and 3 of us laughed.
That's a sexist teacher.
Oh, yeah, but he was a great teacher, too. He was an asshole, no question, but he was a great teacher. He's the reason I got a physics degree.
There you go.
Did you question what was said, though?
It helped you remember it.
Exactly. I remembered all of the 3 forms of motion.
That's brilliant. That's why I always start with Schrodinger's cat, because it's such an entertaining story.
Yes, exactly.
And it's the level of thinking you need for quantum physics. So it is fun. How do you carbon date dark matter? Very difficultly and very delicately, Carlo.
Hey, Carlo.
It's not carbon dating. It's just I'm translating it so that you can understand what we did.
Yeah, there's no carbon.
I still love Sir Isaac Newton's. For every action, there's an equal opposite reaction, and I have never been disproven to me. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see somebody disprove that to me.
My thing is,
you'd have to get very, very small, Bill.
Yeah. The only time you will break those rules is in quantum physics. You wouldn't see it.
Mm-hmm. See,
and again, that goes back to the particles being in 2 places at the same time.
Oh, geez, here we go.
What goes
up?
Reaction
at distance. Oh no, Einstein in this. Oh crap.
What goes up must come down, no matter gravity or not. Gravity has never been proven or disproven. So
gravity isn't even understood.
It's an imaginary word that we use. So I don't believe in gravity.
All words are imaginary until it gets put their proper application.
No, until somebody, a human, feels like it's important to them and spread to everybody else. That's what words are.
Have you ever been on a roller coaster?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I live near Atlanta. I got 6 Flags right here, 20 minutes from my house.
Then next you've experienced gravity.
Yeah. Take some popcorn on you next time you go on a roller coaster. You see that popcorn does not. Hang on. You see that popcorn does not leave the bucket when you go in through those loops.
Yep. And your body.
Yeah.
And doesn't do what?
Negative G's when you fall, and you get.
Well, that's not gravity. That's wait a minute.
Not gravity.
Wait a minute, folks. That's not gravity. That's centripetal force.
Thank you.
Which is part of gravity.
It is part of gravity.
It's not.
It's not.
No, it's the force required to cause a body to travel in a circle. Gravity, nobody has been able to understand why 2 masses attract each other. Prove me wrong, please.
Gravity
I have never heard an explanation.
Hold on.
He's got money.
I agree with you. Gravity has no formula for it. If you're talking about
it has a formula, but nobody's been able to explain why the formula is what it is.
You know what math is? Math is whatever you want it to be. People say numbers don't lie. Men can manipulate numbers to whatever they want them to be. Just come up with a new formula. It's manipulated to what you want to be. Whatever you want it to be.
Math is the constant truth.
Actually, I would agree. I would disagree with you because
No.
math is the only place where you can prove something right or wrong, true or false.
But you can
Gravity
still
and anything
manipulate
else in
that.
physics is up for negotiation.
But
Math
you can
is
still
not.
manipulate math. I can create a new formula right now.
But you got to be able to prove it. But you have to prove it.
Right. To anything I say. And
No.
people will believe it.
Right.
All right. Okay. You can be Lobachevsky and prove that parallel lines meet. Okay. I'll give you that.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Lobachevsky is his name. I have a friend in Minsk who has a friend in Minsk who has a friend in Omsk who has a friend in Minsk. Oh, Tom Lehrer. God bless him.
But still, I can write a formula for anything. If I can prove it, anybody will believe it. It just
yes, but that's math because proofs
work. What do your senses tell you when you look out and look at the world and look at anything else?
Hey, Mr. CCTV.
Oh, if you have
hello.
Howdy.
CCTV.
Oh, if you write something like
hello, Mr. CCTV,
a squiggly line with an X on it, and you assign it a variable, and you write another equation and some numbers there. You have to prove these numbers actually correlate to each other with that variable. That's part of an equation. It has to equal up, and you have to prove it.
Your variable.
That doesn't help me nowhere in life. Period.
Well, it does
actually,
when I want to spend more money than
life.
I have in my bank account.
Math numbers.
Thank you.
Maths.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say. We use the decay of particle radiation to produce random real numbers for data transfer.
Yeah, I wish we could do that.
Pseudo-random numbers that computers generate, which aren't real random, and we mix them in with real random numbers because they're harder to get to actually transfer our data everywhere across the planet. Numbers are the baseline of the universe.
And that's why that movie was made with that woman who went in the spaceship and met her daddy at the end of the universe.
Contact.
Contact.
Oh, come on. No. That movie sucked worse than Gravity.
Yeah, Gravity did suck. I'm going to be honest. I'm saying it now. Gravity sucked.
Terrible. Both of them.
In my opinion, Gravity always sucks.
No, gravity's not just a good idea, it's the law.
It's part of the
that's the speed limit, dude.
It's part of Einstein's theory. Unfortunately, space-time is another one that isn't proven yet. But I can tell you, without space-time, the universe would unravel. We just haven't been able to prove it yet.
Space-time. Nobody ever been there, and nobody will ever get there. Space is water. It's a different form of water than we have air. Then you got water on Earth. Then you got rivers that goes under the oceans that we have right now. So it's just different forms of water. What we breathe.
Einstein and Rosen did a very good job of thinking about bridges.
Absolutely.
Welcome, Nina.
Hey, Nina.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome, Nina.
Hello, Nina.
Here's the link. Hang on.
The boss has arrived. Tell us about Einstein-Rosen bridges, Nina, please.
I'm trying to put a link in the chats. Here we go.
I don't know.
Well, if you want to see me doing something else in another universe, you need one of those.
Exactly. Through a Mirror Darkly can't exist without an Einstein-Rosen bridge.
Nope.
Hi.
Tiki, do not say his name 3 times.
He said that last night, didn't he?
It is obvious, and therefore, it is neither obvious and neither therefore nor here.
How are you doing, Mr. CCDB?
I live in a very hot place that just happens to be winter right now. What do you think?
Let me see.
I want to be on top of my mountain shoveling snow, not in a valley going, oh, it's going to get hot soon, isn't it?
I just want to say, somebody say LDG, I summon you.
No, don't.
Oh, no, it happened.
He's a great man. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Oh,
That's my brother.
cheeky.
But,
Black holes are fake. I've got a picture of one.
I just want to say, everybody in the chat,
So do I.
I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate the chat being here tonight.
Oh, Poe, you are a delight.
They're actually what supports the channel. So we can talk nonsense all we want to, but they're the real people. We put on entertainment for them. So I want to take time and appreciate them.
Yeah.
Oh, crap, Tiki, I'm gonna kill you, man.
You just saw that, huh? You just saw
Damn you.
All right. Hang on. Coming up.
Oh, hi, Philip.
Hey, Philip.
The chat is
Tiki,
amazing.
damn you.
The chat is on fire. Y'all are on fire.
Oh, we've opened the box. Oh no!
What's in the
Oh,
box?
God.
LDG's in the box.
Okay, it's in your Twitter DM.
Oh, ready or not?
Oh, pistols done showed up. Oh my god.
Ready or not?
Ashton, you shall receive.
Jedi.
I just happened to click on the YouTube live chat for a second. I'm like, there he is. Like, oh shit.
Mr. Jedi. Mr. Jedi. Send the link to my brother pistols. Oh.
You guys know what you did, right?
Yes.
You done did it.
I
done
didn't.
did it.
I didn't. It was them.
It was
The second I heard,
Tiki of Doom did it. Tiki of Doom
My brother
did it.
pistols are here. My
the
brother
second
pistols.
I heard that this was the conversation, like my whole room started shaking.
We did build an Einstein-Rosen bridge. It took a lot of time, but we did it.
Are we sure we want to go there? Just another red shirt?
We briefly mentioned black hole.
I got you. I got you. This kind of talk, like, yeah, this is like The Ring for me. It's my precious.
Hey.
I love The Ring. It's a great movie. That.
So let me start by saying, all right, Gravity. Oh God,
it's fake. Well, go ahead.
All right.
No,
First of all, just anybody listening to me talk right now, just do me a favor so I don't have to do it. Anything I'm about to say, please put the words "in my opinion" in front of it or behind it.
Okay.
Please.
In my opinion,
okay. All right. Gravity. I love it. And you're right. We don't know what it is fully, but in my opinion, I believe gravity isn't the attracting force that pulls things together. It is the force that pulls things within. It is literally a three-dimensional force. Like a black hole sucks things inside of itself, not in a directional basis.
Beautiful. That's so beautiful.
I actually believe that all subatomic particles are in fact black holes in another space-time. And if you think of it that way, right, gravity is basically like magnetism, but on a different field of and I don't know what the word is. If magnetism is subatomic, gravity would be hyperatomic or super subatomic. That's why magnetism is stronger than gravity.
What quantum is the word you're looking for, LDG?
I really hate using that word.
I do too. I don't like using that word.
I just put quantum in front of everything I say, so I sound smart.
And that's why I don't like that word.
I don't like that word.
There is only one objection.
Because they're like quantum leap because they had the word quantum in it. So
Yes.
Well, think about
There's
this
only
way,
one
right?
That was a good show.
Yep, go ahead. Sorry.
There's only one objection I can give to your thesis here, and it is that gravity is inverse to the square of the distance, and magnetism is inverse to the cube of the distance. So they don't really relate. And I'm sorry, I introduced math.
I understand the inverse square feature. No. That's fine because I actually understand the inverse square function.
Yeah, math can be.
The second one I don't understand. I'll have to look that one up. But someone tried using the inverse square to calculate a laser, and I said no. The inverse square breaks down the second you have a focus beam. That only works in spherical
Yes,
examples
it does.
of emitted energy.
But I'm talking field, not
you're talking field, but I was talking about somebody else who was trying to.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, they were saying, "Oh, is a laser stronger than radiation?" I'm like, "Well, you're talking about two different things technically."
Yeah, they are.
Okay. That being said, my reasoning for saying why I think subatomic particles are just black holes is because everything is relative, and Einstein, even though it's incomplete, his theory of relativity is beautiful.
It is.
And if everything is relative, then when we're looking at, and it's funny too, because we are using examples of very small things to explain how very large things work. So I'm seeing a connection, a cycle of things being made of the very things we're trying to explain, which could mean that the entire universe is in fact a paradox of itself.
Welcome to quantum physics, LDG.
Yes.
There's no such thing as a universe, to be honest.
That being said, when I say subatomic particles are black holes, a lot of people automatically think I mean a black hole that's just small. No. I mean the entire universe, the size of a subatomic particle. But since everything is relative, if we see a big black hole and all we see is the black hole, right? But we're seeing it in a different space-time. We're seeing it in super slow motion. Think of the opposite. The smaller you get, the faster it looks. So we are actually seeing black holes and super duper, oh my God, fast forward. And that is what we look at when we're looking at the hydrogen atom, when we're those different states of a hydrogen atom and how they basically look like an exploding star.
Mm-hmm.
That we're seeing the life cycle of a black hole.
You talking about the video that's all CGI and not really real? But go ahead.
No. They took
we've done that at CERN. We've actually created that.
Art, LDG, are you suggesting that we're in two or more different reference frames at the same time? Because one is super slow and the other is extremely fast?
You know,
the larger you get, the slower it gets. He's right. The slower it gets.
Your frame dragging is terrible.
Yeah, I know. But that is your speed relative to something else. And you can't be it's very difficult to be, unless you're talking about two things going in opposite directions, very slow relative to something and very fast relative to something. Because that's still relative motion, which is Newtonian. Yeah. They're going that way and you're going this way.
Y'all are talking about things that's not even in our space and time. That doesn't relate to us.
Well, if it's not in our space and time, we don't have an explanation for it because we can't see it. That's why we don't know what happens. Yeah, we have no way of knowing what happens inside the Schwarzschild radius of a black hole because we can't see it.
No.
Yes. Nor do we want. And someone just asked me that today. They were like, "Would you like to fly into a black hole?" I'm like, "Well, no. That's like asking me to walk into a wall." I'm like, "It's matter. Yeah, it's not a portal. It's not a gateway." Again, keep adding my opinion to everything I'm saying.
No,
a black hole.
It's fake calculations.
Matter.
It's fake calculations. Fake.
I'd rather not be spaghettified. I really would prefer not
Yeah.
to be spaghetti fried.
Hey,
Well,
You'll agree with me.
I've got a funny one. You can fly into the past the Schwarzschild radius of black hole, but you can only do it once.
Yes, exactly. Daffy Duck it. You can Daffy Duck it. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Remember that episode where he killed himself? I can only do it once. Exactly.
Yep.
Let me say one thing. The only thing that can be truly recorded is the only experience the human experience have ever experienced when they experienced it.
Okay, that even went over. Let's say that again in slow motion English, please.
All right, I will. The only thing that can be recorded is the human experience.
Why?
The life experience, not just human.
Yeah, like being alive.
Life forms.
Experience.
Yes.
You can make calculations all you want to in your head. If you never experienced it, or nobody else ever recorded it or experienced it, it's all calculations. It's fake. It's not real.
Mathematics is the how-to book of the universe.
No, it's not real until it's truly experienced as a human being. That's it. Prove me wrong.
I can agree with that to a point.
Let me answer.
Go ahead.
That one.
Prove me wrong.
What if I answer that?
I've experienced things you haven't experienced. You've experienced things I haven't. Does that make it real or fake?
But you experience it as a human being.
Yes.
But
you haven't experienced things I've experienced.
No, I'm saying calculation is not a real experience. Yeah.
I'm not talking about calculations. I'm just asking the basic question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, if you human experience, your own experience.
If a tree falls in a it's a tree falls scenario.
Yes.
But we haven't been out to space.
But you're saying we like you're just like what is we to you?
Yeah.
Space is
you know what I mean? Like we to me is life that's always been here on this planet, on other planets.
Nobody has left Earth. Nobody.
We have.
Okay. Let's try to keep the.
That's why I asked the basic question.
I'll stop.
No, that's all right, Poe.
I'll stop.
I said I respect.
Technically, if you jump, Poe, you leave Earth. If you jump right now. You just left Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
can't leave the gravity well, but you can leave Earth.
Every time you
just haven't got the velocity to leave gravity and go into orbit.
Yeah, no human has left that has not yet to be affected by gravity. The moon, you're still affected by Earth's gravity. It's minute, but you're still affected by it. No human has experienced that yet.
No.
Okay.
Thank you, Eli.
Okay, Eli, check me on this.
Yeah, he's right on that.
Eli, check me on this. The sun's gravity affects the moon more than Earth's gravity because the moon's orbit is never concave towards the Earth. Correct. It is always concave towards the sun.
Yes.
Correct.
Thank you. I did learn something in astronomy.
And I think it's all fake. Yeah.
That's what you think.
Hey. Oh my. Okay.
I know.
We have to work with what we have to work with what we have.
Mr. Eli, I would love to have a conversation with you and Jedi later.
Okay. But the only thing I would say is if the idea says this should happen and you can observe it happening, that's a physical scientific theory. It's predictive. It says if I'm right, this should happen and you can observe it, you've just gotten justification for your theory. And that orbital mechanics has got a lot of justification. It's made a lot of good predictions. And it says Jupiter and Saturn will appear really close to each other on December 21st. And they do. And you go, hey, I was right. So
what if the Earth is a lot more bigger than what they told you it was?
That's conspiracy. He's
no.
Poe.
What if it is?
No, but what he's trying to say, Poe, is that before it happening, right? Before it even happened, we calculated that Saturn and Jupiter were going to do something.
The moon landing was actually in a studio. Like, seriously, they were fake as shit. It was fake.
If I would have seen anything that looked fake, I'd agree with you.
My parents thought it was real because it was something new to them and new to all of y'all. But that shit was fake. It was fake.
What pisses me off about the moon landing is that the damn human race can't create a freaking telescope so people can stand up to it and actually see the damn flag on the moon. That really pisses me off because that would shut a lot of people up.
Sure can't. They won't prove it now.
No, they can't because the atmosphere
Actually, I think
how far it is, and all they can see is the little square.
I suspect Hubble could find it.
I think Hubble would be able to find it myself. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say either that or the VLT.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Like,
well, all they have to do is Elon Musk give you a commercial flight and see for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to tell you something, Poe. There's hope for you yet. There's hope for me because you know what? Even I say I want to see it for myself. If they came to me and said, "LDG, do you want to be the first? Do you want to be somebody who goes up and sees for yourself?" I'd be like, "Hell, effing yes."
Yes, same here. If I'm wrong, I'll prove. I would actually come on here and say I was wrong.
Yes,
but
I'm letting you know,
proving me that I'm wrong. Look.
There is something that can prove it. You just need to get a plane ticket, a rocket ticket.
Let's do
the second we commercialize.
How do we put up a petition to get Hubble refocused to find the flag on the moon?
There's no such thing as Hubble.
It's been done.
Yeah, they say
okay.
The only thing the only thing Red Shirt is taking Poe up there himself. That's the only thing that will fix it. I even told Poe, I said, Poe, let's say they picked me and I came down and I said, Poe, I'm going to tell you the God honest truth when I come back down, whether the flat earth is flat or not. Even he said there's a 50-50 chance that I could be lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how
you gotta go to the moon, man.
Yeah. If he doesn't,
we need to get Poe super chat right now, guys. We need to raise about $100,000. How much is the ticket to go up there? We need to get Poe some money, guys.
A lot more than that.
Why won't they go there?
Guys, do you guys realize what the law of optics is?
What?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a plain example.
Space is water.
No. If you Pickles, hold your hand straight out and put your thumb up, okay? And look at your thumb. You see how blurry everything is in the background? Now unfocus your eyes and look at the background. You see your double image of your thumb? That's law of optics. That's why Hubble cannot see that. That's why Hubble cannot see it.
You made absolutely no sense.
That's what humans created.
The moon is too close for Hubble.
What?
But Hubble is
I don't think
what?
so.
The mirror on Hubble is
the
too
Hubble is
large.
focusable. No, the Hubble is focusable.
I was told you don't need Hubble. Okay, Hubble is like overkill.
It is.
It says the atmosphere is the thing that's killing us on Earth right now. That's what I'm being told. There's a damn atmosphere. It's causing atmospheric lensing or whatever the hell it's called. And we can't see it on Earth.
Nice
even on the clearest day.
I'm going to try to be respectful. I got to go.
All right.
Mars in the chat.
Hail, Poe.
Conversations.
Take care.
Hey, dude.
Good talk, man.
I love y'all. Hey, everybody. Jedi, Mr. CCDV, Yvette, Elihu, even me, Poe. And somebody with another red shirt.
Nina.
Mr. Pistols and Nina Green. I love all of y'all.
Take care, sweetheart.
Good night.
Hey,
I forgot the name of that Greek guy who did that car, though.
No, build a community together.
We're trying.
Let's support one another.
We're trying.
Absolutely.
Y'all are great people.
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a good night, brother.
Love y'all. I'm hungry. I gotta go get me a hamburger somewhere.
Hey, food, babe. Yes. Gotta eat.
Y'all. Be safe.
Later.
Very good.
Later.
Bye.
So yeah, interesting talk. I love black holes. I love gravity. I love all of that talk. Good stuff. And I'm glad I was able to. Yvette, where were you like months ago when we had Black Holes Part 1? You two just read shirt. Do you realize I almost got guillotined the last 3 times we tried to talk about this topic?
I'm not sorry right now. We're generally science.
I just want to say for the record that we had another black hole talk with 2 people that actually have some kind of knowledge in the situation, and we had a good talk.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, black holes aren't holes. They're a collapsing star of mass.
Yes.
It's a hole. Gravity.
Yeah, they're
form a mass.
They're a place you don't want to get too near to.
Yeah, if you look at it
Now,
like slice on, the black hole is actually a black ball.
If you can see it.
Yeah, if you could see it, that's how it would be.
I have a question. How many of you have read Larry Niven's short story Neutron Star?
A long time ago, man. I prefer Larry Niven's myth series. But,
I'll look it up.
I mean,
is it a documentary book or something? Or
no, it's a science fiction short story. It's actually in a collection of his, and it's in I don't know where else it is.
it's in some of the almanacs from the
The thing is that Larry Niven is one of the greatest hard science fiction writers who ever lived, and in this one, a guy is hired to fly in an impermeable spaceship. Nothing can get through its hull. Nothing in the electromagnetic spectrum can get through its hull. And he is told, you have to fly to this neutron star and orbit it. And he's almost pulled apart by tidal forces. Because when he gets close to a neutron star, the gravity gradient is so immense that when he's in the middle of the ship, his feet are being pulled backwards and his head is being pulled forwards.
I remember that. Yeah.
A neutron star is so dense. A teaspoon of the matter of a neutron star basically go about 3 miles into the Earth's surface.
Yes.
That's how heavy it is, yeah.
And when he comes back, he says, I've learned something about you people that hired me. You don't have a moon. And they went, the alien who hired him said, how do you know that? He says, because you have no idea what tidal forces are.
Yeah.
And it's a brilliant short story that makes the point because he winds up so close to because they sent an expedition and they got splattered at the ends of the ship. One of them was splattered against the control panel and the other one was back in the ass end. And they send him to find out why they died. And he sits in the middle of the ship going, I'm holding on for all I can be worth. And it's automated, so it flies away from the neutron star finally, and he doesn't die. And he comes back and says, I know why you don't know what happened to them. They said, how do you know? He said, because you don't have a moon. It's a brilliant story. It's not a black hole, but it's the next best thing. And if you want to understand the forces involved in a black hole, the neutron star is the almost black hole that ruins your whole day if you get too close to it. Black holes just end you. Yeah. And they're just the whole thing is bizarre. But I love. By the way, I love the Feynman lectures. I've seen a bunch of them. And I've never seen anybody who could explain concepts of physics without math the way Feynman did. We called it hand-waving physics.
I haven't seen a Richard Feynman lecture in years.
No, it's been a while since I've seen it.
I haven't either. I actually have one on DVD that I haven't even watched. It's supposed to be the quote-unquote lost Feynman lecture.
Thank you, Paul.
They actually would put them up and show them in a lecture hall when I was in college for physics and studying physics, And I watched his light is a particle or a wave. What is it? And he did the whole series of experiments and said, yeah, it's both. And
it's a wavicle.
Yeah. You know what blew my mind is when I found out that when light hits an object, like a mirror, the light that hits your eyes is not even the light that hit the mirror.
No, it's not.
That freaked me out. Like, that blew my fucking mind when I found that out.
Well, it's polarized.
You know that? Did you know that? It acts like a wave. Yeah, it acts like a wave. It's the light hits the mirror, it gets absorbed, and then another photon emits. So it's not even the original damn photon that you're seeing.
Yeah, the light is going backwards.
Again, LDG. You're talking quantum physics again.
It's a negative angle refraction with a negative refractive index. That's what it is.
It's not, that's why glass is transparent. Like, because I learned this when I learned about glass and mirrors. So I was always wondering, why is light actually going through the metal? No, it's not going through glass. It's bouncing off glass, like those things like the you have on your table that looks like 5 balls, and you hit one and it hits the other one, and you hit one and it hits the other one. It goes back and forth, and it goes through 5 balls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? What do they call those damn things?
It's
like a pendulum of balls.
It's a multi-ball pendulum, and when you drop it on one end, the one comes off the other end.
Newton's
that's how glass works.
Newton's cradle.
Yeah. Newton's cradle. There we go.
I do like pendulum of balls.
Real. and it even explains refraction. It explains how things like
Snell's law.
Everything. It explains why you put a pen in a cup of water and you look at it from the side and the reflection you see of the pen is off. It explains all of it.
That's refraction. That's why bow hunting for fish is so damn complicated. Because the fish isn't where you see it.
I will say the protons.
For dummies, dude.
The protons, which is a light particle, when it hits glass, will go through it. However, the particle at the quantum level gets changed. So that's where you get the differences. It's like light hitting water, and water shows blue mainly because blue is refracted from a light particle.
Yeah, the rest gets absorbed. Yeah, that's all.
Continue on, and it changes slightly, and this is at the quantum level. So that's where the differences and changes happen, and where science generally gets unstuck. Physics gets unstuck because it kind of out of the laws of relativity. But yeah, light particles are very interesting. I've done a lot of work with them.
I've got a funny
comes
story.
To my next thing I got a Chaloja real quick, but I do want to touch base on after the speed of light and the possibilities of going faster. I'll be right back. Go ahead, Richard.
The majority of things that I do in life, I can't do without light particles.
I was actually going to say I'm getting sleepy here. Not that this conversation is boring, but I'm just actually sleepy.
No, fair enough.
Good
I
night,
was last
Elihu.
night with you, Elihu.
Like when I'm working on my truck, I'm constantly trying to get light particles where a stuck bolt is.
Yes. It's very hard to do. They always put it where you can't shine a light on it.
Where the hell did I put that article? I had an article from Pickles. What the hell did I do with it? Shit. Let me check my bookmarks.
Dummies.com? Is that what you...
No, that's for optics. That's his little optics for dummies for him. I thought of that and thought of Pickles. Like, hey, there you go, dude. Where the hell's that article at?
All right. Poe and Philip, you guys need to cut it out.
Rotating black hole may serve as a gentle portal for hyperspace travel. Let's see.
You don't both want to be putting time out, do you?
I can't find that article. Okay, I'm just going to go sleep, guys. I'm sleepy. Never mind.
Take care, my fellow scientists.
Good night, Elihu.
Later. Oh, here it is. Research. Research suggests that time runs backwards inside black holes. Here it is. Here's the article.
Elihu, I'll see you next year now.
Yeah, that'll be next year.
I personally will
Quite
see all of
likely.
you next year.
A whole next year. Here's an article for Pickles to read.
Are you trying to share something?
I just put the last link up in the chat. Something for Pickles to read.
No. Hey, Yitza.
Okay, later, everybody. I'm going to sleep.
Good night. Good night, man.
Live.
See you next year.
See you next year.
All right. I think that you'll find this amusing. This is from my high school physics class, and we got warned early in the day by people who'd been in an early class, watch out for the yellow things. We were like, okay. So we get to class about 6th or 7th period or whatever it was, and we come into the classroom, we sit at our lab tables, and there's these, do you remember the cartoon BC with Thor who had his wheel? It was a stone wheel with an axle through it, and he'd roll wherever he wanted to.
No.
Okay, you wouldn't have seen it. It's American cartoon. There were these little discs with copper axles sticking out the sides, wrapped in black electrical tape. And they were lying on the tables, just sitting there. And there were 2 or 3 of them on each table. And I picked one of them up by the disc and looked at it, and I was like, no, that's not interesting. Put it back down. And the guy next to me picked it up by grabbing the ends of the axles. And promptly threw it across the room.
Yep.
And 5 or 6 other people in the room did the same thing very quickly almost in the same moment. And the teacher who'd been at the blackboard writing out his introduction to the lesson turned around with an evil grin on his face. He looked a lot like the Grinch. He was bald. He said, "Welcome to electricity, ladies and gentlemen. You have just learned the first lesson. If you don't know what it is, don't touch it." They were capacitors, homemade, with copper tubing taped to a ceramic disc. And after he'd taped them up, he had put them into a double wheel sparker and put about 10,000 volts of charge across the capacitor. It was probably an amp or 2 at 10,000 volts. And believe me, it got everybody's attention that touched the ends of those copper pipes.
Excellent.
And it was wonderful because, believe me, to this day, I don't touch anything electrical unless I know what it does, even in my house. So,
taught then.
And that was the reason I got a physics degree, because of that teacher.
Yeah, we do fun things like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
we get people to hold hands and rods, and like one end of a group will have a rod, and then everyone holds their hand, and then the other end will have a rod. We'll switch it on, and it literally, you can see the wave of energy pass through the group.
Yep.
And the hair stands on end. I mean, I've actually got really long hair, and I can get mine completely out.
All right. I've got I've got another story when you're done.
No, that's fine.
He wanted to demonstrate his Van de Graaff generator. It was a little one, only about 2 feet tall. And he turned it on, and just about the time he wanted to demonstrate it, he wanted to find somebody with light, thin hair. Mm-hmm. A young lady walked in who was a courier from the school office, said, have something for you, sir, from the office. And he's like, "Oh, you're just what I've been looking for." And he said, "Come here, stand right there in front of the desk. Now, put your hand on top of this dome."
Yeah.
And she'd put her hand on it. And he flipped the switch, and the machine started to hum, and the belt started to turn, and the charge started to build up in the top of the Van de Graaff generator. And she has no idea what he's doing. She's like, "What are you doing?" But here's the thing. And yes, she had blonde hair, and it was very fine, and it would have been great, except for the one unfortunate problem that, one, she was wearing open-toed sandals.
Oh.
And 2, one of her feet was right in front of a bronze plate drain set in the floor.
That's not
So
good.
just before her hair started to stand up, a spark about 2 inches long leapt from her big toe to the bronze plate in the ground in the floor, and she went about 3 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And came down running. And he just about lost it, laughing, realizing she'd been grounded accidentally.
My God.
And I was like, okay, I haven't even no. It was very low volt. It was very low amperage.
I was gonna say,
and that was what saved her. Yeah, very low amperage. He actually put a high voltage sparker against his hand, and we could see a 2-inch spark. And then he held it up to the faucet in his sink, and he sparked it. And then he put a sheet of paper between the sparker and the sink, and the paper lit on fire.
Yep.
And he dropped it in the sink and turned the water on. He said, "Okay, here's what you need to remember: voltage doesn't kill you. Amperage is what kills you."
Yep.
If you have if you have microamps and 100 volts or 200 or 300 or 500 volts, you're fine. If you have 2 amps and 120 volts, it's going to blow your ass across the room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I treat electricity in the house with a great deal of respect, and I don't touch 220. I mess with it at Bell Labs in a summer job. I welded an alligator clip to a paper cutter.
Philip.
Oops.
Good night. I'm sorry, you guys shouldn't be arguing. We're all friends here. We're trying to be. Come on.
Well, he was saying that he wasn't part of the group, or he wanted to come on. He felt like he couldn't come on.
I thought you were part of the group. Well, you're invited, Phil.
Phil,
I have to find you.
Come on.
I'll find you on Twitter. I can't believe you were part of the Class X. Should be.
I've only got 10 minutes, guys, anyway, because I've got to go.
Real quick, Yvette.
All right.
All right, Yvette, you got 10 minutes. I need your 10 minutes real quick.
Okay.
Quick question. Do you think in any possible way or form that it's possible for something to travel faster than light?
No. At this present moment in time, no. The faster we get to the speed of light, time slows down. We've proven that at CERN. We've got to 99.999 reoccurring to the speed of light.
Yes.
You can't reach 100% because the faster you get, the slower time gets and makes it harder to reach. However, we are working on bending it with quartz.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's we're not trying to get to a point. Wait, okay, how do I say this right? What stops you from going faster?
Time.
But time always. There's no way time will ever stop.
I thought it was mass and fuel that was stopping you.
It's actually time and mass.
Yeah, it's space time. We call it. It's a whole. The equation's huge, but the faster you travel, the slower time gets, which makes it harder to reach it. So
wait, yeah. real quick. I'm with you on that bit. I'm with you right now, but that's only from a standstill perspective, is it not? Once you go, let's say you go half the speed of light. If you're traveling at a constant half speed of light, to you are now back at a reference frame of moving zero. Are you not?
Nope.
No, because when we fire a proton around CERN, we've reached 99.9 reoccurring the speed of light. We're literally there. We just cannot cross the threshold because of the time variant. So the answer is no. At the moment.
Isn't that you're trying to accelerate from 0?
Well, you have to fire the proton.
Yes.
At the speed of light, which is
okay. So what if you fired? What if you fired a proton at? Okay. What if you could fire something that could fire a proton, and you fire that at 99%, and then you fire the thing that is going 99%, and then you actually fire the proton?
I got you. It's been tried.
It's been that's special relativity.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been tried.
And it's called the Lorentz transformations. Mm-hmm. And no matter what speed you're going, they tell you how much time is slowed down and how much distance is decreased. And basically, it's like trying to go halfway there every second. You never get there.
No, you can't. At the moment.
But
no, I was saying good night to him.
Okay.
Okay, so that would what about if we're talking about a single unit? What if we're talking about a single subatomic unit?
We do. A proton is a subatomic.
No, I mean the subatomics that make up protons.
Okay, right. So we're now in the level of quarks and things like that.
Yes. Right.
And we can generate a quark, right? Now a quark is what we're using to try and bend the laws of time, basically.
Are you using paired quarks to do that?
We're using all sorts of different methods. We're testing it all out. But basically, a quark can be manipulated into like a wormhole. Very, very tiny. However, if you fire a proton down one, which is impossible at the moment because quarks are too tiny, but if you could, it could jump like you were talking. So you'd be skipping over and it would theoretically look like it's traveling faster than light, even though it wasn't.
Yeah, because it would look like it's time skipping.
Yes,
no?
Exactly.
Right? Am I thinking of it right? Okay.
It's jumping through a wormhole, decreasing the amounts of seconds, milliseconds, trilliseconds, whatever you want to measure it in.
Yeah.
Therefore, looking like it's traveling faster than light, even though it's not.
Okay. Now, okay. But now, did you say my idea about the shooting something that shoots something? That's been done.
We've tried it. Yeah, it doesn't work.
So so you shot something that shot something. You shot something that at 99%, and then that thing shot something at 99%, but it didn't go
you can't
faster.
Process it. It's physically impossible right now to get to the speed of light. Right now.
Okay.
I only say that because I'm a scientist. I'm not going to say yay or nay because we're working on it. But
all right.
It is a no right now in the real world.
Okay.
All right.
Now, what about
LDG and wait a minute. LDG and Yvette, please check me on this. LDG, there's a difference in the Lorentz transformations. The idea of something, by the way, it has to be traveling at a constant speed.
Yes.
That's what special relativity talks about. General talks about accelerated. Yes. Constant speed. Something traveling really close to the speed of light doesn't look the same to someone not traveling that fast.
Yes, I get that. That I get.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the problem is if you decide, all right, I'm going to shoot something, you are accelerating it. Correct. You are no longer in special relativity, you are in general.
Yes, I get that. And I get the diagram that says it takes infinite energy 99.99, but that's only when you're accelerating. That's why I was trying to attack this at a different angle.
Yeah. I mean, what you got to remember is a proton travels at the speed of light through the universe.
And now I understood, I'm sorry for breaking in here, but I understood that even at 0.5 C, even if you're maintaining 0.5 C, time is still stretching for those who are not traveling at that speed.
The faster, the closer you get to light speed, the slower it gets.
Right.
Time.
Yes.
It elongates.
That makes CCTV. That's why I still think my theory about subatomic particles just being black holes blowing up into whole universes to the subatomic particle.
There is a theory
eons
out there of that. So
eons.
You're not the only person that has raised.
Thank you. Thank you, dear God. Yeah, the eons are happening. Entire lifespans of entire universes are happening. 1 billion times in our second, like right now. Entire universes are going out, like billions and trillions and trillions of lives are living and dying right now.
I read a science fiction story that had a lot to do with that, actually. Basically, what happened was a kid created a subatomic particle in his little home particle accelerator and said, "Dad, look what I could do."
What freaks me out is the fact that if that's possible, it is quite possible that if these subatomic particles or atoms, whatever, right? If they are that, are they so advanced that they learned how to survive past the great filter, their universe exploding again? And if they did, are they actually having technology? Like, are they watching us right now? Is the universe literally watching us? Because they're so far advanced that they've learned how to get technology outside of their universe and affect their the nearest one, which would be our universe, and actually do some kind of, I don't know what you would call it. Like, that's like a level infinity civilization. Am I making any sense right there?
Okay, let me put this into perspective. What you're trying to say?
Blow the roof off of Fermi's.
Star Trek Voyager. Let's go there. All right.
Yeah.
They got caught in a time zone.
In a planet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Planet was moving.
Love that.
All right. So that's what you're talking about on a real scale level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every single particle being that. Yes. Yeah. Entire universes. Yes.
Yeah. I understand the theory behind that, and there is theories behind that. There are many theories about the universe, I might add. Personally, as I subscribe to the multi-universe theory, which I have to really, because it's quantum physics, you can't have quantum physics without it.
Yeah.
There are certainly, I wouldn't dismiss your theory, but I would certainly, the more I look at it personally, with the particles being able to be in two places at once, one particle could be right in front of me and one could be at the edge of the universe, of the observable universe at the same time. The minute I look at it or another proton looks at it, that's a level of observing. It snaps back. That is faster than anything. And that is what we're looking at in quantum physics. We've actually looked at it on teleportation levels. We looked at it controlling
entanglement.
Yeah, it's very complicated, but we are looking at all this. As from being civilizations, I wouldn't go that far, but I'm not dismissing your theory. I would never do that, because
even I think that even if we were to master our universe, I think it's physically. I think the problem might be that it is actually impossible. I think the only thing that the subatomic particles might be able to do is like change the charge or change the spin of their universe within our universe. I don't think they could like open a hailing frequency with us or anything like that. Like I don't think they're physically impossible to interact with the super universe, I guess you would call it. They're us, we're their super universe.
I have a question.
Think it's like physically impossible. But
I have a question. Yvette, are you when you talk about snapback, are you talking about Heisenberg's uncertainty principle?
It's beyond that now.
It's beyond that
she's
now.
Talking
okay,
about
great.
Entanglement where
Yeah, Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I thought that was.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing to you, LDG. If a subatomic particle traveling fast enough could be its own universe, okay, let's take your theory one step further. What's stopping our universe from being a subatomic particle?
That's what I'm saying.
Very close to the speed of light.
That's what I'm saying. That's
we
what I'm
are
saying.
a subatomic particle as
Yeah,
well.
if you ever look at the Mandelbrot, that really helped. If you ever look at the Mandelbrot, that formula, and what that represents and what it actually shows is, oh my God, eye-opening craziness.
Everything is repeating from bottom.
Everything
to
is
top,
made up
from small
of everything
to
else.
Large.
And time and space is absolutely relative. And yes, absolutely.
I'm still stuck on Schrodinger's cat.
There's actually.
Forgive me.
Well, yeah, you
take
and
it a
I
step
both
further.
are, Mr. CCDV. I'm stuck on Schrodinger's cat. That's the last thing I ever heard. So that's why I said, are we talking about Heisenberg's uncertainty principle and we're beyond that? And I'm like, okay, then I don't have a clue.
Yeah. Well, I take it even a step further. And what was I going to say? Universe is made up of universes. So basically we are a subatomic particle. Like, remember that Voyager episode when they went on the planet? I mean, sorry, when they first went on the ship, everybody looked standing still.
Correct.
And this is that one, the speed of light of one, that we're traveling at the speed of light in our super universe. But to us, that universe is literally standing still. There's the person picking their nose right now with their finger halfway up it, frozen. There's a drop of water halfway fallen down right now, frozen.
Hey, stop observing me while I'm picking my nose.
Yeah,
but not in our universe.
Life is fine. But if that in the universe that we're helping maintain. But that being said, if you take it the other way around, that our subatomic particles, there's a moment where are we only conscious during the black hole phase of a universe or the gaseous phase or both? And if it is only the black hole phase, that there literally could be eons that pass that we're literally unconscious. We're not even made up yet. All the matter is in the middle of becoming the next iteration of their black hole. Does that make sense?
Okay, right. So what LDG is trying to say is we're a bag of marbles, okay? And each is relative to its own. So if a marble is rolling, it's going faster. Others are standing still, observing the one rolling. So one marble would look like it's standing still even though it's moving. Because the other one is moving faster, depending on the relativity of the size from large to quantum level. He's saying each one is a universe in itself. We're part of the engine that runs it. I think that would be a good term that you're trying to say. An engine that runs the entire multiverse. And,
are we part of it? I have a question. Are we part of the engine or are we part of one of the marbles?
Well, this is it. It depends how you want to look at this theory. We would be inside a marble and our universe would be the actual marble.
A marble for another universe. Yes.
Yeah. That's how I'm translating LDG's theory, I think.
Yes. But the last thing I was saying was, though, if subatomic particles are black hole universes, right? So the lifespan of a universe is what? A Big Bang, an expansion, and then another retraction, another collapse into a black hole. So you have two phases. You have that explains duality, because when the universe is in super black hole, it is matter. When it's in a gas, it's a wave. Maybe. Well,
you missed the beginning,
or the other way around.
About the dark matter, we've like carbon dated it. It's not carbon dating, but it's the best sort of level I can give you. And I've written a paper recently on this. It actually looks like we proven that dark matter is older than the Big Bang, and it will change physics if we can replicate it. And
yes,
I know the papers are out there, and we're going to be doing more.
I could agree with that.
So
that would make sense too.
You're describing a balloon universe. That's what you're describing. So Big Bang.
That's what I'm most familiar with. Is
that what they call it? Because yeah.
By the way,
because I've been calling it a hyperdimensional, a hypersphere.
Yeah,
that's what I've been calling it lately. A sphere making up of other spheres that are recycling bigger and smaller back and forth.
It's described as the balloon universe. It's a very nice way of looking at the Big Bang and the collapse.
Oh, okay. You're talking about a single universe. Okay.
Yeah, but you're talking about multiverses doing it, which is at my level of quantum.
The omniverse. I don't know what the term is. I've had to come up with.
Multiverse is what I use.
Okay.
I'd like to make one thing clear.
Unfortunately, comics have ruined the term multiverse because they make it sound like you can just walk through a portal and they think, oh, if I decide to go left, that creates a whole... No, it doesn't create a whole new universe. No. I do not subscribe to decision-making universes. Yes.
Congratulations, Yvette and LDG. You have confused me to an extent I haven't been confused since I was studying quantum mechanics. Thank you very much.
Sorry, sweetheart.
Wow. I actually feel honored.
I find it fascinating. I'm just having trouble following.
You think you're confused now? You and I should talk about the movie Matrix if you really want your mind blown. I guarantee you. I guarantee you do. I will open your mind about what that movie actually was.
LDG. I got one
don't
thing to
make
say
good batteries.
LDG.
Yes, Yvette.
Mandela.
What?
Mandela.
The Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm. We've always, all of us have experienced it at least once.
Okay, I'm not exactly as unusual phenomenon where a large group of people remembering something differently than how it occurred. You're talking about the Matrix.
Yes.
Yeah, you're talking. Yes. When I walked out of that movie, I literally felt like I might have been the only person who actually understood what the hell I just saw. And I'm not trying to brag.
I
am not.
I did get it too.
Well, in my theater though, because everybody else was like, they cared about the special effects and stuff. I'm like, did you even watch the movie? And then the second one sucked. I'm like, dude, are you freaking kidding me? The second one was awesome.
The second and third one, if you were listening, rolled into one movie theoretically for the public.
Yes.
They extended the science a lot more than they needed to.
Yes. And then the whole main reason for having Neo, I think a lot of people don't even care that they don't know, but they just, nobody cares. They just care about the damn special effects and the cool scene, and they didn't get any of it. Like, I actually understood the architect conversation.
Yeah, because it's based on quantum physics. It really is.
And what the computers were doing behind, the whole 9 yards. Oh my God. I had a whole stream on this, and I can't wait for Matrix 4 because this is the first Matrix now. This technically should have been Matrix 1, Matrix 4. Because now the humans are free now.
See, it's funny. It's funny, LDG. I came out of all of those movies thinking this is a dystopian vision of what I've spent my adult life doing, writing computer programs.
Good one, Nina.
To the point where people can't tell the difference between the program and actual reality. And there's a lot of postmodernism in that. I didn't see science in that. I saw philosophy in that.
I saw Nina hitting Bill on the head.
I saw Nina hitting Bill's head.
I just heard that. I kind of had that one coming.
Oh, wow. You didn't close the door, did you, Bill?
No, I closed the door. Right, Nina?
Okay.
All right, hey, I just got a question. just another. 'Cause I love asking this question. In the Matrix,
yep.
Who was the first character to hint that there were multiple Matrixes? That there were 5 iterations beforehand? The trilogy. Do you remember the trilogy?
The girl with the spoon.
I thought that
Agent
was
Smith when?
Agent Smith who did that.
Agent Smith, when he says, we created something for you and you rejected it.
Yeah, paradise. They created a paradise and humans rejected it.
Yes.
Yep.
No, okay, wait. I need clarification here. That he hinted that the first person to hint that, not that this was a Matrix, that this was the 6th time of it happening.
Well, the
that Neo was the 6th, but that the Neo was the 6th. There were predecessors.
Yeah, the architect.
Nope.
The architect.
Nope. It was before the architect.
The key guy?
No,
close. You're talking about the Merovingian?
Yeah.
When he said, I survived your predecessors?
No, I was actually talking about the guy who makes keys.
Okay, no. No, it wasn't him either.
What's the woman called? I can't even remember.
The Oracle?
Trinity. Oh, the Oracle?
What? Your answer is correct, but when did she say it?
Just before she gives him a cookie. Is that right?
What is the cookie? Is that the cookie? Are you saying the cookie was it?
Well,
I'm looking for the exact line she said.
Okay,
because a lot of people say it's the Merovingian because he was the one who spilled the beans and said, "I survived your predecessors."
Something
but it was in fact the Oracle.
Base, right?
Yeah, it was during that scene, and she slipped it out so beautifully when after she broke the vase, she goes, "You'll learn these things either this life or the next. That's how these things go."
Huh. You've really
studied a previous life. That doesn't imply a previous life. It implies a subsequent life in this life or the next.
In the scene, that's what it implies at the time. But as you progress through the movie, it actually changes.
You find out she was telling him that she knows that this is the 6th one. Maybe you'll find out in this life or the next. I don't know. That's how these things go.
Yeah, but she didn't say 6. Who said 6?
No, she didn't say 6. She didn't say it. She said it very nonchalantly. I'd have to pull up the clip for her exact words, which I can easily do.
No.
I don't think she implied that there was more than one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I understood there was more than one, but from the architect, I understood there was more than one. I want to know who said there were 6.
Oh, okay. The Oracle said there was 6. Not the Oracle. The architect said there were 6.
Right.
Okay.
He actually gave the number, but the first person to hint was the Oracle in the very first movie, in the very first scene.
But I disagree. I disagree. She did not talk about his past. She talked about this life or the next. That's the future.
She didn't say it specific. She didn't say it specific.
I think you're reaching. I think you're reaching.
Oracle, hold up. Give me a second.
So I've got to go in a minute. So let me just interject here because I've seen the movies and I agree with the Oracle bit because that's what came to mind after the architect because of the whole thing and the wording above the door and what she said about the kids.
Know yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the time of the first movie, it just looked like what you're saying, Red Shirt. But when you re-watch it, which a lot of people did because they didn't understand it, and the trilogy, if you watch the trilogy, it changes the perception of each of the scenes every time you go further.
Yes.
I think that's what he's trying to say, yeah?
Yes, and they had this all thought out. This wasn't a stumble.
Right.
The sisters, they had this entire, every single plot, every single storyboard was thought out in this movie. Everything was done on purpose.
Something else.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to make a confession here. I've seen all 3 movies more than 3 times, and I've never seen what you're talking about in the scene with the Oracle, ever. I've never considered her to be telling him, wait a minute, let me finish, please. I've never considered her to be telling him about his past. I've considered her to be telling him about his present and his future.
Yes.
And the architect tells him, I made all of this from the beginning to now, and that's his past. That's my take.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll give you your take, but I've never seen it. I've never seen it in more than 3 viewings. I've never seen the Oracle tell him about his past. She tells him about his present and his future because that's what she's there for.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand what you're talking about, and I've never seen it. So, but I'll grant you've got.
You're going to see it here in a second.
You've got your take.
And I'll tell you this. You're right. She didn't specifically tell him because she couldn't. I wasn't saying that she literally told him that. I said hinted. She couldn't tell him because she was stupid. I mean, he was stupid. When in Matrix 1, the humans were just another reboot.
Night, Nina.
To her, the only people that had any type of change over the 6 reboots were the programs. The humans were just doing what they did the last time. When a computer reboots, it reboots the exact way every single time until the operating system changes something. So she couldn't tell him until he knew himself. And she says that. She even says that. She even hints to him that with that thing above the door. Yeah, once he knows himself. And then she says, remember, the Oracle, the very first time the Oracle said, I don't know, is after the conversation with the architect. Then she starts telling him the truth and actually starting to talk to him like an actual person and not a rerun. So until then, she had to play her cards very close, and she did hint to it, but she didn't tell him, yeah, okay, you're the 6th person here, but she definitely hinted to it, and I'm pulling it up right now.
I can see where LDG is getting that from. But I can also see Red Shirt saying, well, looking at it from the perspective of watching the movies, I don't see it. It depends how you're interpreting the movie.
I can see that Soylent Green are people.
Soylent Green are people. All right, I'm going to play this because I do got to get going myself.
I've got to go. Yeah, I've got to go.
Take care, Yvette. Thank you. Great call.
What happened?
Well, that didn't work out.
I thought I was sharing the screen. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Do that. That was a mistake.
Oh, did you? Well, no. I don't need to share. Come on, Jedi. You know me by now.
Okay.
All right. Here's the scene right here.
Yeah.
What?
Your next life, maybe. Who knows? That's the way these things go.
That's what she said. Your next life
maybe. These things go.
And she's talking about the Matrix. Mm-hmm. She specifically knows that if she doesn't succeed this time, that she's going to see Neo again.
She doesn't know. FBI agent.
She doesn't know if she's going to. The whole point of the Oracle is to unbalance the equation. So far, she failed 5 times.
But we don't know that here.
No, we don't. But I'm just trying to tell you an Easter egg that she actually is the first character to hint to it in the very first movie, in the very first scene between them.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to have to agree to disagree with you because I don't see any indication that she's tried to do this before. I understand what you're saying. I do, but I didn't see it. I've seen it multiple times. I've heard your explanation, and I watched the scene, and I went, okay, but she's talking about now and in the future. And I'm sorry, I'm too tied to linear time. Maybe that's my problem. I see it as linear. We go forward. We don't go backwards. Yes, I've read Larry Niven's The Theory and Practice of Time Travel. Yes. I love that essay. That was a speech to a con in Boston.
I don't want to go
and
back.
And it was brilliant.
I don't want to go back in time unless somebody can figure out how to fix my nervous system.
Yeah.
We just need nanotech for that. Nanobots.
Right.
But remember, computers don't think linearly. Like, she is a program. She sees this as a restart. Like, that's, why did she say, you have to ask yourself, why did she even say that? She wasn't talking about him dying. Her whole point was talking about the Matrix and what's going on right now. She knows there's been 5 other reboots. She knows. We know that she knows.
But in the linear saying at this point in time, we don't know that.
Okay.
No, that's the beauty of this movie. What you said, it's only until that you catch things said later that the things that you previously saw are not what you thought they were. That's the beauty of the Matrix.
Very cleverly done, and I can see what
absolutely.
Definitely. But Richard, I understand the linear side of it as well. And boys, Happy New Year!
Hang it on.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year,
everyone. Bye.
I just pinched my finger. Take care, darling.
So long.
So, just another red cert. You need to come on my channel one day. We can talk this all day. I can talk the Matrix all day long and break down scenes. And if you said you've seen it so many times, I think you and I will have an interesting conversation about this movie. I can't wait for Matrix 4.
I have one problem though, LDG. I have written multi-threaded software. I've written single-threaded software, and I've never had a software program go backwards. It's always obeyed the system clock. I mean, that software programs measure time in terms of the computer system clock.
Cycles. Yeah.
Yes. So
yes, I'm aware of that.
They only go in one direction. Now, you can make things happen out of order by putting them on separate threads in a program, in a process. And if you don't serialize them, they happen in weird, in orders that you don't expect if you're not serializing the threads.
Yes, but with no neural net. That's without a neural net. A neural net changes the games of the rules.
Yeah, but I've never seen a neural net, and I've never worked on a computer that had one. I don't know what a neural net is.
Look up neural nets, and they make dynamic systems that break the rule that you're talking about.
Oh, that may be, but when we're talking about this, I just want you to understand my experiences with VAX mini computers and Windows microcomputers.
Yes.
That's it. So I don't have the background for what you're talking about.
I hear you. I've done object-oriented programming. I get how dynamic things can work. And yes, there is a level of uncertainty, but they're actually, it's fun. I mean, it's that's why I love computers. I love programming. But this, like I said, is something that we would have to get into and talk about the movie, because it's more than just this one scene.
I know.
And the cookie, the importance of that cookie is so, like, nobody caught the fact that cookie has anything to do with the Matrix. That it has everything to do with it. I mean, that cookie is basically what saved the human race.
You broke my brain, man. You broke my brain.
Yes. And it's funny too, because she threw it back in our face when her creation, her mutated creation, Mr. Smith, came back for the Oracle. And guess what she had on the table?
A plate of
cookies. She even threw it back in the audience's face, and nobody caught it. Unfrickin' real.
Oh, I'm sure somebody caught it. You couldn't possibly be the only person who caught it.
I'm not the only person. I know I made it sound that way. Again, no, I'm sure there's somebody else out there who did. But I think it's 1 to 5 million who actually got it. Because I cannot tell you how many people I have not met another person who came up and agreed with me and didn't say, holy shit, I didn't see it that way. and I've talked to a lot of people. Anyway, it's a great conversation. Love it. Great movie. Can't wait to see the 4th. Guys, I got to get going. Awesome conversation.
Why do you got to get going?
Because it's 3:00 in the morning, and I've been trying to be careful of my health, dude. If I stay up too late, my body starts feeling funny and
okay. Whose
shutting
stream
down.
Are you really going to now? No,
nobody's.
Whose stream are you really going to?
There's nobody streaming right now. It's 3:00. Jedi.
Somebody always is streaming now. There's always somebody
Who?
else streaming. There's
I don't know anybody streaming at this time.
Slasher makes splitters.
Maybe point.
Streams.
Oh, I don't watch Splash. I pop in on Slasher and support him, but no, I'm going to bed, dude. I can't be going to bed at 4 a.m. every single night, dude. My diabetes has really been pounding the living shit out of me. And when I start feeling pains in my shoulders and weird pains in my neck and stuff, I time for bed. So, great night. Appreciate it. The safest and funnest black hole and
take care, LDG
physics talk. And I wish you guys were there for the first 3 times we had this conversation. I could have used you guys. Thank you so much. Love you. Take care, everybody. Good night.
Good night, LDG.
All right, Bill, give me a minute. I got to take a break. Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay. Everybody, take a break.
Okay, I'll take a break. Okay. What ifs? What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
So you're doing a long stream tomorrow, huh?
Long stream? Well,
I mean, you're starting early.
Yeah.
You started early tonight, too, by the way. I don't know if you got my twit or not.
Yeah, half hour. I was a little late because I had a little plumbing problem. A damn plumbing problem. I hope the hell we get a plumber here today. Cannot live like this.
You gotta give me more details, man. I have no idea what you're talking about.
The toilet. Backed up, and the crappy plunger that I have isn't working.
Is it the entire complex or just your apartment?
As far as I know, I don't know. As far as I know, it's me. It's my toilet. So.
Well, I hope you get someone out there to fix it.
Well, we've called, and we'll call them like 20 more times before 5 p.m. Get them out here. They don't like to help us that much. I don't know why. Oh, because Nina called the city once, and the one manager was a real jerk about it. Don't call the city because we just don't like a hassle for us. You called the city. He called Nina, my mom. Don't have your mom call the city on us. Well, you guys ignored several messages. What are we to do?
Yeah, well, slumlords don't like the city to call on them.
Oh, well. Right now, the bulb in front of our door is out. I think today I'm gonna have to get out there, take a little screwdriver, pop it open, and see if I can't install a light bulb in there. Because it's too dark. It's too dark. Either Nina or I will fall, and then we could have a lawsuit.
Slumlords don't pay on lawsuits.
They don't pay on lawsuits.
They just file bankruptcy.
They just file bankruptcy. I don't know. I haven't ever had a lawsuit or been in a lawsuit or been a part of a lawsuit. Oh, what can you do?
I don't know. I'm living in my brother's garage. What do you think I can do?
I don't know, man. You're selling your house. You have to sell your house.
I don't know what to do about my house yet. I'm considering listing my house for sale. and considering not listing my house for sale. I haven't decided. Everything's up in the air right now. I don't want to move out of my quaint little mountain town.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I don't want to be living in this garage when the heat goes over 100 degrees either.
I don't want to. I could have wished that on anybody. Not even my worst of enemies.
Oh, I'll have air conditioning.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm just really glad it's winter time right now. When my sister gets out of the hospital tomorrow, hopefully, and then my brother gets out of the nursing home next week, hopefully. I don't know. I'll be down here for a while, so it doesn't really matter. But whatever, man. Life, universe, everything. Family. Got to take care of family, man.
Oh gosh. You're in the town of Phoenix, which means
You can call it a town if you want to. If you got to wait an hour in traffic to get home, then that's not a town. That's a city.
Yeah.
Hello again.
Hey, red shirt. No, I'm not a big fan of cities. I like my little mountain town. I don't want to sell my house, but I can't think of another solution. I can't pay mortgage on 2 houses come March, so whatever.
Good night, Parrot Head. Thank you for dropping in.
Good night, Parrot Head. I really need to hit the sack myself, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
But I'll stick around for a little while, see if someone else comes up.
Okay. It's 1 a.m., December 31st. This year will be over.
It's New Year's Eve, man. Aren't you happy?
It's New Year's Eve!
And 2021 looks so promising.
I'm going to go through all my rum today. All my rum. I would have a full bottle, but my damn neighbor who stole half the bottle. I should make that son of a bitch get me in. You stole half my rum. You stole half of my rum.
You will be half a bottle of rum, dude.
I think I have maybe one beer. One beer in the fridge. One Budweiser.
Budweiser. Ooh.
And it's all going to be gone when you tell me that you're ready to start working out.
Yeah.
I really don't care. I've actually enjoyed sleeping in this week, so I really just don't give a shit if you want to work out or not.
Oh.
I do want to lose the weight. That is no lie.
It's up to you, man. I can't make you do it.
Breaking myself of the bad, very, very, very bad habits.
You gotta make yourself do it, man. I can't do it for you.
Oh, I know.
You get rid of everything this weekend. We'll start on Monday.
That's not.
Hey, if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. You just let me know when it is going to happen. Like I said, I enjoyed sleeping in this week.
Well, I was really bad. I wanted Cherry 7-Up, and they didn't have Cherry 7-Up. They had one bottle of Cherry 7-Up. And I was bad because I got the Pepsi products that were on sale for 88 cents. I'm very bad me. And
I know nothing. I
I'm-
see nothing.
I won't lie. I'm gonna drink the stuff. I'm gonna drink it because I like sugary drink that makes me thirsty. I like sugary drink that makes me thirsty. Is that so wrong? And makes me fat. I'm a creature of habit. What?
Everybody is.
Hey,
Whatever you want to do,
Absolutely.
man.
I have so bad habits. I gotta break those habits.
Bill, I've lost weight before. I haven't quite probably gone on Mr. CCDV's program.
Oh God, no! You don't want to go on my program.
No, but I have gone on the cut. Eliminate the sugar, eliminate the carbs, walk. I used to walk 4 times a week for 45 minutes a minimum at a time. When I wanted to
thought
lose
you were
weight.
talking about my weight loss program. Yeah, I
No,
didn't
no,
lose weight
no.
intentionally.
No, I'm saying I couldn't do yours. I said mine was cut out the carbs and go, all right, I'm not doing those unless I absolutely want to. I'll have them like once a week at most. But I'm going to be walking every day, once or twice, for 40, 45 minutes at least, maybe an hour. And what I found, and Mr. CCTV, you can probably laugh your ass off at me, I found that exercise first made me change what I wanted to eat. That was me.
Well, unfortunately for guys like me and Jedi Bill, usually when you start exercising, if you're not really careful about your diet, you end up eating more of everything that you've always eaten.
Right.
So because your body is telling you, I've got all these reserves and I don't want to use up these reserves in case there's a famine, and therefore you need to eat more.
Right.
Well, that is the problem that I'm trying to get across to Jedi Bill. These exercises that I've designed, this exercise program that I've designed for Jedi Bill, is not high impact. It's not huge lifestyle changes.
Right.
However, your body is going to protest.
Yes.
Now,
And if
my weight loss over the last 6 months has been because of my disease, not because of my exercise program.
Okay.
So I understand bulimia. I don't like it, and I don't want to be it anymore.
Okay. I have a question. I have just one question for you. Are you familiar with Gary Taubes?
No.
Okay. Gary Taubes was lecturing and proselytizing his idea of weight loss certainly in the 80s, possibly into the 1970s, and he was ridiculed. And I remember watching one of his talks on public television where he was talking to an audience and he was explaining his idea of how to lose weight. And he said, people ask me all the time, can I eat fats? And he said, well, it depends. Are you? He wrote books, 2 books. One was for dietitians and one was for the general public. One was why we get fat and what to do about it. And the other one was something, I don't remember the other title. But he said, what I loved about his speech was he said, look, bodies are, and you can tell me if you disagree with me, so that's fine. He said, we're a dual fuel engine. We have 2 ways of making energy. We can do aerobic with burning fat, or we can do anaerobic, burning sugar. And your body loves to burn sugar because it's always in your bloodstream. Mm-hmm. Your fat is locked away in fat cells.
Right.
So your body doesn't want to pull the fat out of the fat cells.
No,
it would rather
it wants
just go
to
ahead.
Save it for famine times. That's how we evolved as humans.
Exactly.
Your body does not want to get rid of the fat, which is why the fasting diets are so popular today. But I'm not requiring Bill to do a fasting diet.
Well, what he said was if you don't eat carbs and sugar, your body will give you cravings.
Correct.
He said, so if you start by changing your diet, you're going to fail. Now, this was his take. If you start by changing your diet, you're going to fail because of your cravings. So why don't you start with exercise? Just change your exercise program. And he said, you don't have to do it for an hour or 2 or 3 a day. You need to do aerobic exercises. He said, how do you know it's aerobic? You can talk to yourself and not be out of breath. If you're out of breath so you can't talk to yourself, you're not doing aerobic exercise, you're doing anaerobic exercise. So go for a walk. Go swim.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Go swim, go walk, but talk to yourself. Have a conversation. Pretend you're 2 different people and just have a conversation. Imagine a conversation like you're writing a script. If you can carry the...
Okay, so I can talk. I can talk throughout my workout.
Okay.
And it's my workout is about 20 minutes. Jedi Bill's would be about an hour because he has to walk. I literally can't walk, so I can't do that portion of the exercise. But I can say, all right, we're doing our stretching and limbering exercises. We're doing a few muscle tone exercises. We're doing movement exercises, which is what my plan for Jedi Bill is. Mm-hmm. Those are aerobic exercises. And I did that Monday, and I was still able to talk to myself. I could talk myself all the way through it. However, Jedi Bill, Monday night you did 5 push-ups and you were out of breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to avoid. That's what I'm trying to avoid until you get to a point where I need to make
I might have a heart attack.
Exactly. Okay. That's why I'm not.
If I walk 2 miles, I might have a heart attack.
Okay. I agree, but keep in mind, I used to walk 3 or 3.5 miles an hour, and I was 30 to 40 pounds overweight, 50 pounds over 60 pounds overweight. If you look at my body mass index, which I think is crap, but we can have that conversation another time. I was at least 30, 40 pounds overweight. Okay. So I would walk, and I would pace my walk based on my ability to have a conversation with myself. If I started to get out of breath, I'd slow down, but I wouldn't stop. I would walk, and I'd check my pulse occasionally by checking my pulse in my neck. Am I elevating my pulse? Yes, good. Then I'm walking fast enough to elevate my pulse, and I'd keep walking. If I got too fast and I started to have trouble having that conversation, I would slow down, but I wouldn't stop walking. Bill probably has to go on a stroll. I don't like push-ups, to be honest with you. I have a very heavy upper body. I used to be a whitewater kayaker. I put 4 inches on my chest and 2 inches on my waist from the muscle I added while whitewater kayaking. So push-ups for me are a serious effort. And I don't care whether you're talking 5 or 10. I'm like, okay, 5 I can probably do. 10, I'm going to work at it. You want me to do 20 push-ups, I am in serious trouble. But I can still exercise. So that's my take. You have more experience with it, but Bill and Mr. CCTV, whatever elevates your pulse is making you exercise, even if that's a slow walk. If that's elevating your pulse rate, you are exercising. And if you're not out of breath...
How I designed the workout program for Jedi Bill.
I'm sure, and I believe that, but apparently 5 push-ups was a little more than Bill could take. So I understand you're going to have to adjust.
We were not going to do push-ups for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
We were literally just doing movement exercises.
Right. So you understand what I'm talking about. What I got was every time I've raised my level of exercise, what I wanted to eat changed. At breakfast, I didn't want to have an English muffin with peanut butter on it. I wanted to have eggs and bacon. When I stopped wanting carbohydrates and sugar, I knew it's working.
Yeah, your body is craving the protein to build the muscle. Yeah.
Yes, and the fat, which it's burning. And as Gary Taub said in the lecture he gave, and I love this one. Hey, you want to know what the really good thing about changing your metabolism over to burning fat is? You lose weight while you sleep. Your body is switched over. It doesn't burn sugars automatically anymore. You've conditioned your body to burn fat. So I've lost 30, 40 pounds at a time in the space of a couple of months. I got to do it again, to be honest.
Unfortunately, and like I say, unfortunately, I have had to go through the fasting phases because when my disease causes flare-ups in my abdominal area, I literally can't eat. And so I've had to go through fasting for 24 to 48 hours. And that is an excellent diet. I'm not ever going to advocate that diet for anyone, ever. Drinking just water for 24 hours to 48 hours? Hell no. Don't ever advocate that for anyone. However, it shrank my stomach, and it's only been in the last month that my stomach has gotten to the point where I can eat most of a meal now. And I'm a freaking culinary school graduate, for God's sake. So when I say I can't eat a meal, Arizona Culinary Institute.
Oh, cool.
It's a 6-month program. And I mean, I've been cooking for 30 years, but professional cooking only a couple of years. And then, of course, I'm completely retired at this point. I can't even stay on my feet long enough to cook an entire meal anymore. But, you know, I make my own chicken stock. I make my own, everything I eat, I make at home now. I don't go to restaurants. I don't go to fast food places. If I want something to eat, even if it's not fresh caught fish, as long as it's frozen on the boat, I can make something taste good out of it.
Yep.
But so I cook at home. And so my portion, and here's the funny thing. My mom is 72. She has pulmonary arterial hypertension, PAH. And so she's on oxygen. She eats more than I do.
Well, I only eat once a day between 6 p.m. and 12 midnight. And I found that if I ate the simple one was if I ate lunch at my job as a programmer, I got indigestion in the afternoon.
Yeah, I used to force myself to eat 3 times a day, and I decided, you know what? I'm just going to eat when my body's hungry.
Yep. And I do that now, and everybody looks at me and goes, "You only eat once a day?" I'd say, I eat for several hours. I have snacks, and I have dinner, and they're like, "Yeah, but then you go to bed." I'm like, "Well, I don't eat right before I go to bed." Bill knows I don't go to bed until 2 or 3 in the morning. So, you know, if I eat dinner at 6, I just ate lunch. But yeah, I don't eat 3 times a day. I haven't for years. Because if I ate 3 times a day, I'd have, 3 eggs and half a pound of bacon for breakfast.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
Bacon. I love bacon.
I had a big sandwich for lunch, right? And then a very small snack for dinner, basically, is what I had. Now, most of my calories are still coming from alcohol. If I switch directly to water, I'd be down to 180 pounds in like a month and a half. But screw that. I love drinking. So that's what I do.
So, yeah, Bill, you're going to have to change your habits. I've done it several times. Mr. CCTV is right in that. And you need to find a new habit that works. And that's the one that'll work for you. And I had to change the way I ate. In addition to exercising, I just said, I'm not going to eat 3 times a day. I'm going to eat once a day after I exercise when I'm really hungry and I need the protein. And my body's going to be going, I need protein to build my muscles back up because I just walked several miles today. Mm-hmm. Now, that was me. You'll may not walk that far at first, but you exercise, your body will go, I need to recover from that exercise. You'll be less likely to have, I used to eat a whole bag of M&Ms at one time. I knew when I was in better shape, I didn't want a whole bag of M&Ms. I wanted 5 or 6 or 8. When I was not exercising and I was gaining the weight and I was getting fatter, I was like, I want the whole bag. I'll just sit here and eat them and not stop until I finish it.
Oh yeah, that's one of the problems is when I got kicked out of the Army, I got into a great big depression, and so I'd sit in front of the TV and watch binge watch, whatever show I happened to be watching, and open up a roll of Oreos, or a package of Oreos. Yeah. Dude, I would down the whole damn thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What I found is that when I exercised enough, and I don't know what enough is, I can't tell you that, my body wanted something different to eat. And when it wanted something different to eat, I knew I was making progress. And then at that point, it got better and better and better, and I got lighter faster. I lost weight faster. Because when I stopped wanting all the things that were making me the weight that I was, I lost weight. I kept the exercise up, but changing my diet because I had increased my exercise made a huge difference. So maybe that'll work. I hope. My first wife tried to do the Atkins diet. And she did the 2-week intro where you cut out all carbohydrates, absolutely all of them. And she couldn't, she did that 5 or 6 times because she kept breaking the rules. And it said, if you break the rules, that you have carbs, that you have sugar, you have to start over. And she did many times. Because she wasn't exercising. My attitude is, if you do the exercise first, and you give yourself, now, Mr. CCTV will probably argue with me. If you give yourself that one, I'll have one treat. But it's only one in a week. It's not every night. It's one in a week. You will start to change your body's metabolism.
Bill's situation is a little bit different than yours.
Yes, I understand. I understand.
That's the problem is I need to shock his body into eating its reserves.
Yep.
So that unfortunately, and I don't like doing it. I really don't. But his body needs to start eating its reserves, and that's why I've created the diet that I want him to go on. It does not cut out carbs. One of the first things he's supposed to eat in the morning is oatmeal.
Okay.
And so I've not cut out carbs. I've not cut out proteins. I've not cut out sugars. I've not cut out anything like that. But in Jedi Bill's case, it's 1 cup of oatmeal. And
what about
lots of water.
What about those pre-packets from?
That's not 1 cup.
I know.
Those packets are not 1 cup, and they are loaded with sugar. I really would prefer that you get the
oatmeal. Okay.
The plain oatmeal and
right.
Okay, but I'm not going to eat this generic stuff that Dwight left over.
No, get the look. Get the 1 minute oats. There are a lot of people out there who are like the 1 minute oats are really bad, but you know what? Screw you. The 1 minute oats are fine. Do 1 cup of oatmeal with Splenda version of brown sugar. Now there is sugar in there because they do have to use molasses. So there is sugar in it. So your body is not going to go into shock from lacking sugar. Which I told you this already, but I'll tell you again. You need to get the Splenda brown sugar. There is molasses in it, so there is sugar in it. So your body's not going to go into shock, and you get to have 1 cup of oatmeal. And then 3 hours later, you get to have a protein bar. I don't care what kind you get. Cliff bars are fine. I can only eat Cliff bars. I can't eat granola bars because they usually have nuts in them.
Cliff Bar?
Oh, they taste terrible, mind you. I'm not. You can switch to a liquid diet. You can, as long as you're getting protein, right? So get your Boost. What are those called? Boost, right? The protein shakes. Right? Carnation or Boost or Ensure is a good choice.
I got Carnation. Drink. They're chocolate little things. They're breakfast in a package.
And there's sugar in there, and so your body is not going to be dying of sugar lack or anything like that. But you are restricting your calories. And you are getting your muscles to wake up and start craving that energy that all of the fat that is surrounding them has in store.
Yep.
So yes, I this diet for 6 weeks is vitally important to you. For Red Shirt and myself, we don't really change our diet. We just kind of restrict the amount that we eat, and then do whatever physical activity that we do. But in your case, at your point, you really need to restrict your diet and get your muscles to wake up at the same time.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
And that is very difficult to do. Hey, Mountains of Elysium has joined us. Hello, Mountains of Elysium.
Hey, Mountains.
Hello, Mountains of Elysium. Bill, I can't argue with that. I won't argue with that.
Now, honestly, in my experience, the experience that I have had over the course of 20 years has been with people who have gone through basic training, AIT. So there has always been muscle there already to work with. However, I've done research and literature and things like that. And so I am not restricting what you are eating other than sodas and candy. And, the deep fried potato chips and things like that. But
there's no candy. I do have some chips here. I won't lie. And my hot chips.
But as far as the basic food groups, the carbohydrates, the sugars, the proteins, and the starches, I'm not restricting that. I'm not restricting what you can eat. I'm restricting how much of it you can eat.
Right. I have a question for Mr. CCTV, actually. What's your take on bacon and eggs?
I love bacon and eggs.
Well, I love bacon and eggs. I'm asking for you in terms of Bill. What is Bill's allowance of bacon and eggs?
2 strips of bacon and 2 eggs. After that first 6 weeks, that first 6 weeks, that first 6 weeks has to be a shock to the system.
Oh, Bill, I'm going to tell you, 6 weeks of that is going to be painful based on my wife's experience with the Atkins diet.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be hating this. But you need, and I'm going to say this, you need to decide this has to change.
I generally, when I have eggs, I'll have 3 scrambled eggs.
Yep.
And that's too many.
Five or 6 pieces of bacon.
And that's too many.
Yep.
And then you have hash browns along with it. And then you have, pieces of bread along with it. And then you eat potato chips during the day.
But
here's the thing, Jedi Bill. You didn't get to that weight.
I don't do those things that you say.
You didn't get to that weight by only eating 3 eggs, Jedi Bill.
No, I know. My vice is candy when I buy candy bars, which I don't. I have none here now. I don't have any.
All right.
And the soda, which I did go out and get some yesterday because habit.
And I really am looking forward to our workouts together. I really am.
Okay.
Because I've been pretty much slovenly and lazy myself for the last couple of years. So
how exactly are we gonna do this? I mean, with the laptop, phone?
I don't know. I'm supposed to be getting a tablet soon, but it doesn't really matter because I'll be on my phone, and you're recording it to post on your website whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you're not willing to commit to this, I can't be your trainer.
I am. I just need to purge myself of the sodas. I got okay. Here's what's bad in the apartment right now. Sodas, ice cream. Yeah, I have ice cream in the freezer. These chips, 140 calories. Whatever.
All right.
There's not a lot of sugar in this.
Sugar is not what you're worried about in those corn chips, buddy.
No, it's carbohydrates. You know what carbohydrates break down into?
18 grams of carbohydrates, it says.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Do you know what they break down into?
No, I don't.
If you don't use
sugar and fat.
Exactly.
And your body burns the sugar and stores the fat. I know I'm in trouble when I want chips, or I want bread, or I want candy. I'm with Mr. CCTV on this one, Bill. I'm sorry. I'm not in your position. I've lost weight before. I haven't lost your weight before. But he's right.
I'm not trying to get you down to 180 pounds in 3 months, man. I'm trying to get you into a habit that you can maintain.
Yes. That's a good way to put it.
And if you only get down to 280 pounds, it is a huge celebration.
Yes. And look on the bright side, Bill, and Mr. CCTV will argue with me if he wants to. You can eat all the bacon you want when you get to that weight.
As long as you
can eat
maintain
bacon
the
like
exercise. Yes, as long as you
maintain the exercise. Yes, but you can eat all the bacon you want at that weight. You can have an entire pound of bacon with your eggs in the morning.
Hey, Captain Track, thanks for joining us. What's up, brother?
Hey, Captain Track.
I don't want to have a heart attack now. Hey, Captain Track.
Right now, you're at risk for everything, Jedi Bill. So losing 100 pounds would be, the doctors would celebrate. Losing 150 pounds, the doctors would go, holy shit, you're much better.
They'd be dancing a polka.
So our goal at this point is 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to get down to what?
Hold a minute, Mr. CCDB.
Okay.
What do you need to say, Nina?
I need your card. I will put money in your account.
You need my card.
Yeah. I want to get this charger for $4.95.
Oh, okay. You want to get a charger?
Yes.
Okay. She wants to buy. Well,
It's a fast charger.
It's a fast charger. Okay, we'll do that. You want to do it right this very second?
Yeah, I have it up.
Oh, okay.
Yes, give me your card. I can do it.
Okay, hang on. Hang on. I need to give Miss Nina the card. The boss needs the card, right?
If the boss needs the card, you give the card to the boss.
The boss
when
needs
the boss, yep. When the boss needs the card, the boss gets the card. Yep.
Boss getting the card right now.
You want one?
Want one? What? Let me see what you're talking about. I don't know what she's talking about.
Hey Kai, what's happening, brother?
Kai FS. Oh,
we're still trying to convince Jedi Bill to stop drinking sodas and actually start working out with me in the morning.
Where's this? Where are you ordering it from?
On here.
Is it an ad from somewhere?
I'll do the health food shows, you know. I'll be like, okay, this is how you cook broccoli. Of course, you guys already see that video, right? But
I cook broccoli in a wok.
That's bad mojo.
This is what you are allowed to eat on Jedi Bill's diet, and this is what I eat because I am a lot less weight than Jedi Bill. No, I'm kidding. Seriously, I will do more cooking videos in the near future. I swear I will.
How's it going, Kai? She was getting wanted to get a charger that she got off some ad from some game she was playing. I'm like, stop! I don't trust those. I don't trust those. If you want to get a charger, make sure you go through Amazon because.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
No, good choice, Jedi Bill. Good choice.
Good advice. Yeah.
Like, no, I don't trust those. Then you order one or you order two, and then we see all these other charges. I'm like,
yep.
No, you're gonna find something.
Jedi Bill, someone drank all my wine, so I need to go get a refill. I shall return.
Okay. Hi, Kai. You want to join us, Kai, or you just want to say hello? Yeah, my biggest vice is soda. I'm so bad. I got.
He's very bad.
I got a whole bunch of bottles yesterday. Mountain Dew and Code Red Mountain Dew.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, because I needed to get into some ginger ale.
I'm not feeling well.
My thing is, I drink it at night. I've already had one Mountain Dew tonight. I have some on tap, cold, ready to go. The sweet sugar. Yeah, those are my addictions. That's my bad. Bad for the teeth. Bad for, I know it's all around bad. That's my habit, I know.
You need to become a bacon addict, Bill. That's your goal. Become a bacon and eggs addict. Seriously. Bacon won't kill you once you've lost weight. I'm serious. Everybody tells you bacon's bad for you. It's got lots of fat in it. Nah, doesn't bother you if you're not fat. It doesn't kill you. You can have bacon and eggs for dinner. I've had it. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yes,
Kai.
you can.
Yes, you do. You burn it off.
Yes, I need. Yeah, and I do drink. I do like drinking water. Sometimes I find water to be the most delicious, refreshing beverage there is. But I have this habit of liking sweet, sugary soda.
I know why you do. I know why you do. I've been there, Bill.
I'm literally addicted to. I'm addicted to it the way a person's addicted to cocaine or crystal meth. I'm literally addicted to the stuff.
It's called a crave. It's also called a craving, Bill. And your body is demanding. Your blood sugar's too low, and your body's telling you got to raise your blood sugar. Drink that soda. Drink that. Have that dessert.
And in that case, your body is actually lying to you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it wants
However,
it, but it doesn't do any good.
I'm sorry. If you were 180 pounds, your body would not be lying to you. You'd actually need that soda.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get that.
However, you are not 180 pounds. And so you actually do not need that soda. Your body is lying to you.
Well, it wants it, but it doesn't need it.
Oh, it wants it. It does not need it.
Okay, but your body, but cravings are not needs, they're wants.
You want to do a live weigh-in? I got a scale.
No, Jedi Bill. Look, it's not about how much you weigh.
Okay.
All right. I know you want to lose the weight. It's about how you move, and you are not moving.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
That's why I built the exercise program around you and myself, by the way, because there was a time I could do 50 push-ups and 100 sit-ups in, 4 minutes and be done with my exercise program for the day. Now,
why
it's like
you?
I do 10 push-ups and I go, okay, time to stretch. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many sit-ups can I do today? 15. Okay, that's good enough. So yes, it's not the amount of, can I curl 50-pound weights in each hand? No, I can't anymore. Yes, when I was in Bosnia, of course I did that. That was easy. It was, three reps of 10 50-pound weights every day. I had no problem with that. Now I can walk from the kitchen to my car, and I can walk through a grocery store, and I can walk, where I need to walk when I need to walk somewhere. So it is not a matter of it's not a matter of strength. It's a matter of movement. And that is the exercise program that I designed for you.
Okay.
It's a movement exercise, not a strength exercise. Because I don't have the strength that I used to have. But I still have the movement I used to have because I modified my own exercise program, my own stretching program, when I started losing my ability to build strength. So I know from what I talk about. That's a personal experience. Again, I've had muscle my entire life. So we may have to change a little bit for you specifically in this exercise program. But trust me, if it's mostly stretches and calisthenics, if you cannot keep up with me at the end of 6 weeks, then there is nothing I can do for you, brother.
Okay.
And Kai is right. An ounce of prevention equals a pound of cure.
I want to know if can I eat broccoli and asparagus.
Of course.
I love broccoli and asparagus. I need more green vegetables.
Did I not tell you that leafy green vegetables is one of the things you have to eat in the next 6 weeks? Did I not tell you that?
But broccoli and asparagus don't qualify as leafy.
They do when you pull them off the stalk. Not when you buy them out of the freezer section, they don't. But when you pull them off of the stalk, they're leafy green.
No, I've actually grown broccoli, and it's not leafy. It has flowers all over it.
I've had so many broccoli heads in my hands, I've had to pull the leaves off of them constantly.
Okay. Well, we didn't grow them with leaves. We grew them with flowers. And when they grew flowers, we picked them because they weren't going to get any bigger and they weren't going to get any better. But then again, it was Massachusetts where nothing grows very well for very long.
And Kai is right, yes. I don't know what Bill is dealing with, but he has assured me he's been to a doctor and there's nothing wrong with him. So his problem is diet and exercise. I would not take on a case that had a disease like mine. I don't know what exercises are best for someone with multiple sclerosis because it's such a variable disease, right? I know what's best for me, and I know that my exercise program will work for Jedi Bill because it is not high impact. It's not high stress. It's something that will keep him moving and get his joints working.
Right.
But you're right. If he can't keep up with me after 6 weeks, he's not a lost cause. He's just beyond my ability to help.
So, with knowing what foods I still have in this apartment that are going to tempt me to the evil side, I guess I could purge myself of certain sodas that I got. I mean, I want to enjoy them probably until at least the end of the weekend.
If you want to start on the 4th, that's fine by me. Like I said, you just tell me when you're ready to start.
I need to look at the calendar. Let me look at the calendar. So I can fully commit. Fully make a commitment.
I'm going to tell a joke.
Thank you, Kai. Actually, yeah, if I don't see any improvement in, let's say, 4 weeks, then I'll change the exercise program. But I really do think that it's just a matter of movement.
Okay.
I think, Mr. CCDV, I think you're right. And Bill, I'm going to tell you a joke that is a silly old joke, but it's been modified for your situation. How many exercise trainers does it take to change a light bulb?
one.
None. The light bulb has to want to change. Bill, you got to decide you're done with being your weight and you want to be a lighter weight. You want to be a person who weighs less than you do. Forget all the health benefits. Forget all of the, the clothing, because it's going to cost you money if Mr. CCTV gets you to lose a ton of weight. You are going to throw out all of your clothes and buy all new clothes. You're gonna throw that all out.
I can't afford clothes right now.
I've had to put 3 new holes in my belt to hold my pants up because I can't afford to go buy pants right now.
There you go. But my point is, Bill, you're going to change a lot of things, but you have to decide you want to change them. I'm right there with you. I'm not willing to put up with that kind of stress right now. I've got enough stress on me, enough hassles I have to deal with. I'm not going to put in the effort to lose the weight that I'm carrying right now. That's my choice. I've chosen not to lose this weight. I should lose 30 pounds. I really should. But I'm like, screw that. I can't deal with it because I have to deal with all these other things. You've got to decide when you're ready to lose the weight you want to lose. And I mean ready to do what it takes, you will. And until you're ready to do what it takes, you won't. That's my experience. Because I am sitting right where you are, different weight, but I am sitting right where you are going, well, I don't want to give up this and I don't want to give up that. And this sounds like no fun. You got to be ready to just go, screw it. I want to lose the weight. I'm done with this.
And remember, Jedi Bill, I am the drunken philosopher. I drink like a fish and I smoke like a chimney. And trust me, my doctors love me. They're like, oh, you're really healthy. And I go, no, I'm not. Really, seriously. Check out my nerves.
Yeah. We'll start on the 4th. I'll commit to the 4th. At 6 a.m.?
6 a.m.
6
on the
a.m.
4th.
At 6 a.m. we exercise.
Okay, we'll do it.
If I'm using the laptop, and am I exercising in the apartment, or do I have to
that's all you need.
Okay.
Just move your your recliner or office chair or whatever you're sitting in, and that's all the space you need, man. Most of the things we're going to be doing is going to be standing up. There's very few exercises that are on the ground. And like I said, for the first 6 weeks or so, it's going to be mostly stretching and movement exercises. So, yeah, the laptop's going to work. As a matter of fact, if you want to, just move your chair real quick right now, and I'll tell you exactly how much space you need.
Okay. Sorry, kitty cat. How you got, Miss Nina?
All right, right there.
Yeah.
You got your headphones on still. All right, reach up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Can you touch the ceiling?
No, I can't touch the ceiling.
No, okay. So if you lay down flat right now, will your head hit the table that your computer's on?
No.
That's all the room you need.
Okay. Well, I can't do sit-ups. There's nobody to hold my feet.
We're not doing sit-ups.
Okay.
We're not doing sit-ups for a while.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You don't have any abdominal. Well, you have abdominal muscles, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're not in shape to do sit-ups right now.
Right.
Not by a long shot.
No, they're not.
And you have too much upper body weight.
Yeah. A lot of that.
And I will be doing this on my phone, so you will have to record it if you want to post it.
Yeah.
Bill, I'll make you a promise. If you post your videos of your exercises, I will watch them and I will like them.
Share them out. Don't forget to share them out.
I'll throw them on Parlay. I will put them on my Parlay account.
And Kai is absolutely correct. Do not let me push you into exercises you can't do. Do not hurt yourself. Do not hurt yourself. But I do believe that a low impact workout that I've designed for you and myself are going to be okay. Now, hurt is different from sore. You know the difference.
Yeah. And I don't have to wear these. I have some I got some earbuds that are Bluetooth, so I could put Bluetooth earbuds.
And they'll connect to your laptop. Okay.
They should theoretically, yes.
But yeah, the whole stretching thing is going to hurt, and the first 3 weeks is going to be very painful. Very painful, because you're going to be building up tons of lactic acid in your muscles.
Oh, I got gout. I got the King's disease. That's going to give me some really gout, and
that's why I said low impact.
Okay.
The lower in weight you get, the less you're going to have problems with the lactic acid buildup in your joints.
Can you make a list, email a food list?
I'll have to research that real quick over the weekend to see what I can do. If you are insisting that you're going to be drinking the rest of your quart of rum tomorrow night, then you must absolutely commit to flushing out all of the lactic acid. All of the lactic acid that creates over the weekend, because you are going to have lots of lactic acid buildup over the weekend. And that is going to inflame your gout.
I can't eat bananas, Kai. It makes me ill. It makes me sick.
You can take potassium pills, though. And I'm not going to advocate that, but there's lots of potassium in broccoli and cauliflower. There's lots of potassium in broccoli and cauliflower, and if you have the carnation breakfast things, there's lots of potassium in that as well. Dude, I was on a liquid diet for how long? 3 months?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't eat, because my disease reached my diaphragm. Right? Yeah. Trust me, I know what these liquid diets are like. You don't want to be on one if you can avoid it. However, if you can't eat bananas, drink one of your carnations with your oatmeal in the morning.
I have peaches in jars. Can I eat? I got peaches in jars.
Peaches are better for vitamin C and things like that. They're not really that great for potassium. Potassium comes from, tree nuts and bananas and avocados and things that I can't eat. So I've had to learn how to supplement my potassium with things that I can eat.
I take a potassium horse pill every morning because my blood pressure medication destroys my potassium level.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to take a potassium supplement for that. Yeah.
Yep. So
that is correct, Kai. I cannot eat avocados. I am allergic to tree nuts and certain fruits. Star fruit, bananas, and avocados are the top 3 right now.
I'm not allergic to avocados. I just can't stand the damn things.
Well, that's different. I never understood why people. I never understood why people liked walnuts so much. They would have walnuts all over their house, and they'd have those little nutcrackers, right? And you'd break the walnut open, and you'd dig the little the walnut meat out of it, and you'd eat it. And I'd go, why is everything itchy? Oh, I can't stand this. I never understood why people liked walnuts so much. I never did. And then I realized, and I have to admit, I'm kind of dumb a lot of the time. I was 20. I think I was 24 when I realized I was allergic to certain foods. So I was like, oh, I can't eat bananas. I can't eat tree nuts. I can't eat avocados. The funny thing is, my ex-wife, she was making an avocado dip for one of the kids' birthday parties or something like that. And, she put the lime in it and onions and tomato and everything. And she was like, can you taste this and see what's wrong with it? And I went, yeah, no problem. And I just took a great big spoonful and I stuck it in my mouth and I went, oh yeah, there's you need to add a little bit more salt and a little bit more lime juice and then it'll be fine. And then I went, oh shit, where's the Benadryl?
It's funny, Mr. CCTV. I was 24 when I realized I couldn't eat beef anymore.
Oh no. You got one of those protein restricted genes? Oh, I feel sorry for you so much.
No, I just wound up in the hospital with gallstones.
Like I said, you have one of those protein restricted genes. I'm so sorry for you. I really am.
Yeah. I now have beef maybe 4 times a year, and it's a filet mignon because I know it's going to ruin my whole day the next day, at least.
You know what? Mountains of Elysium, I'm allergic to hard work myself.
I push rocks up a hill with my mind every day.
There's your problem. You should push rocks with actual physical stuff. Then they would actually move up the hill.
I write software. I can't use physical stuff. Physical stuff doesn't write software.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I wound up with pancreatitis, and I was beyond miserable. And I understand kidney stones are more painful. Giving birth to a child is more painful. I don't want to experience either of those things after having had gallstones and pancreatitis. God damn, I couldn't breathe all night.
I don't know. Pancreatitis was pretty bad.
It is. And I wound up in the hospital 24 hours after I'd been there before, and they had to take me in. And then they couldn't find the person who had the key to the narcotics cabinet. So I waited 2 hours to find it. Oh, yeah, I was on a table in the emergency room going, I'm going to die! Except I'm afraid I'm not going to. And they finally hit me with Demerol, and I was like, oh, I'm better.
For 2
weeks, I was on Demerol for 2 weeks, and boy, was I happy. I was really fond of that stuff. And they finally went the night before I was going to be discharged. They went, no, we can't give you any more. And I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah,
so we give you a sleeping pill. I'll take that. That didn't work. But I'll tell you what.
Not with pancreatitis. Yeah,
No, well, it was gone. They settled my pancreatitis down. Then they removed my gallstones. Oh, there's a funny story there if you want to hear it. I was out of it for almost a week. And finally, my internist, that was the guy assigned to me when I came in the emergency room, and in a hospital out in central Massachusetts, said, okay, well, we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and we're going to give you an ERCP tomorrow. And they just give me a phone. So I called up a friend of mine, a college friend of mine's dad, I didn't know. All I knew was he was a doctor. So I called him up. Yep, I called him up and I said, "Okay, I'm in Emerson Hospital, and I'm here with a diagnosis of gallstones, and they say I've had pancreatitis, which means apparently a gallstone has blocked my pancreatic duct. What do you suggest?" And he said, "What's your internist name?" I said, "Oh, this Dr. So-and-so." He said, "Okay, I'll talk to him." And I said, "Is that it?" He said, "Yeah, that's it. I'll talk to him." So I hung up. That was nighttime. The next day, when the doctor came around on his rounds, he said, "I just had a phone call." I said, "Oh, did you? Who was it?" He said, "Oh, it was Dr. So-and-so." "Oh, yeah, he's my father's. He's my friend's father." "Okay." He said, "Well, how do you know him?" I said, "I just told you, he's my friend's father." "Do you know who he is?" Beyond what I just told you, no." He said, "He's the head of gastroenterology at Mass General Hospital."
Well, they can't see that.
Well,
"Oh, really?" "Yeah." He said, being on Demerol at the time, I went, "Oh, you just got a phone call from God."
What was that for anyway?
I swear to God, it's just what I said. And he looked like he'd just been hit in the face with a shovel.
Well, yeah. If you get a phone call from someone like that, yeah.
Yeah, I had called, unbeknownst to me, I had called the head of gastroenterology at Mass General Hospital, for crying out loud. And he got a phone call from him last night. So he's like, yeah, he said, we're going to do the ERCP today. And if it comes up positive for gallstones in your bile duct, he's going to send an ambulance to take you to Mass General. And his specialist is going to operate on you. If we find there are no gallstones in your bile duct, he said, we can do the surgery here. I'm like, oh, God. My internist now wants me dead.
Yeah.
Well, the ERCP happened and they found nothing, and I went under the knife and I came out. I told my mom when I was on my way to the operating room, because she'd come to visit, she'd come to stay with me. I said, it can't be worse than the pain I've been in for the last week. I came back up out of the operating room, came out of the elevator. She was right there. I went, I was wrong. It's worse. And that's my great story of being in a hospital. It's the only time I've been in one for any length of time. And oh my God, but yeah, they had me on Demerol the whole time I was there. And oh, talk about wanting one more shot. That is some seriously addictive stuff. And OxyContin is supposed to be worse.
I would like to say good night and Happy New Year, Kai. Thank you for joining us for a very short time. I appreciate it. And just another red shirt. In case you were wondering, I was on Percocet for 5 years. And
Ow!
When I told my physician that I needed a stronger dose so it would last longer, they took me off of it.
Yeah.
So the withdrawal symptoms from Percocet are something that I would not wish on anyone ever.
Yeah.
But I have been clean for, what did I say, Bill? 5 years now? Oh.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been clean, and I have not been sober the entire 5 years I've been clean. So you can take that for what it's worth.
Yeah. I got one benefit out of the Demerol in the hospital for 2 weeks. I quit smoking. I had the Demerol cure for nicotine.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, I didn't care about nicotine for 2 weeks, and when I came out of the hospital, I spent about 2 or 3 weeks walking by stores that I knew sold cigarettes and going, I'm not going in there.
Holy crap, Mountains of Elysium. You were so lucky, I can't even imagine. Holy cow. You were super lucky.
Oh, yeah. Over a week. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. His appendix had burst.
Yeah. That's peritonitis.
Yeah.
Shall I tell a story now, Red Shirt?
Go ahead.
Okay. So the disease I have is multiple sclerosis. And pretty much everybody on these streams knows, right? But I didn't know if you knew or not. I have multiple sclerosis. So when a new lesion shows up on my spine, it causes myriad of problems. Most of which I've been able to work through over the years. However, this last one that hit, it actually stiffened my diaphragm. Now, the diaphragm is a mushroom-shaped muscle that wraps around your rib cage and actually connects to your spine. So when the disease actually created the lesion on my spine that affected my diaphragm, it affected my entire way of life. So it's extremely painful for the most part, and it also caused a lot of secondary effects that I was not prepared for. So the very first time I went to the emergency room with extreme pain on my right side, I thought to myself, I said, you have something wrong with you. And I went to the emergency room, and they diagnosed me with duodenitis. The duodenum is a little piece of meat that sticks off the side, has valves on it and things like that. And I went, okay, duodenitis. What do I do for that? Well, you just, you take some anti-inflammatories and you wait for it to go away. And I go, okay, fine. And then the next time I went in, it was the itis for the stomach, right? The whatever itis goes on with the stomach lining. And I go, okay, fine, whatever.
Well, by the way, just let me insert one thing. If a physician ever tells you have something itis, they haven't got a clue.
Well,
that is an unspecified disease of this part of the body.
They were targeting certain organs every time I went to the emergency room.
But hey, they haven't got a clue. It's in your stomach somewhere.
But every time they did a CT scan or an MRI, there was no blockage of any of the valves or anything like that.
Right.
So I was literally the healthiest person who was sick that they had ever seen. Way.
I started passing gallstones when I was 7, and I had gastritis. That was the diagnosis.
Yeah.
It took me from 7 to 24 to actually prove that it was gallstones. So continue. I don't trust any itis.
Right. Yeah.
I don't trust any itis. They're guessing at that point.
So
go ahead.
Recently, and I don't know if you guys know what this is. It's called a hydrocell. Are you familiar with the term hydrocell? Okay.
I'm not.
We shall move down to the groin region of a male who has a sac in that area, and there are two little marbles that hang around in that sac. And those marbles are covered by a sheath of something which, when are inflamed, become hydrocells. They collect fluid and they won't let the fluid go. So one or the other or both at times can get affected, not infected, but affected by this situation. And so I went to the emergency room because it had been about 6 weeks by the time, I was like, okay, the inflammation's going to go down. No big deal. So it had been 6 weeks and it got worse. And I went, oh my, there may actually be something wrong with me. So I went to the emergency room and they were like, you know what you have? Hydrocell. And I went, son of a bitch. All right, just let me out of the emergency room. But I was supposed to see a urologist in February, and they're going to decide whether I need surgery or not. I'm like, I don't think I'll have surgery on my marble sack. Thank you very much. But it depends. And ironically, over the last 2 weeks, yes, the inflammation has gone down in that area. Shocking, isn't it? Like, I didn't know that was going to happen. Honestly, I really did. The pain was, though, just absolutely fantastic. The pain was amazing. Not in a good way, but amazing.
No, right.
Ow, that really hurt a lot. And so by the time I got to the emergency room, I was like, really, seriously, just cut it off. I don't want it anymore.
I can do without.
If I had only waited 2 weeks, I wouldn't have an emergency room record. That's all I'm saying. I knew it was inflammation. I knew it would go down. I just didn't know it would take so damn long.
Oh, yeah.
My leg is healing very good, by the way.
Excellent, Bill.
It's all scattered.
Good to hear.
It's not hot like it was. Not, it's healing very well.
Well, the not hot is actually probably the best part.
Yeah.
And Mountains of Elysium, I believe, is thinking of an AC/DC song.
We all know what I think.
Oh.
My balls are always held for charity, some for fancy dress. But when they're held for pleasure, they're the balls that I like best.
Oh. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to have to say goodnight.
You know what,
I appreciate. I love the story, Mr. CDTV.
I need to hit the sack myself, brother.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Bill, I am sorry to abandon you in this way.
Thank you so much.
Captain Truck will be up in just a little while anyway, right?
What?
I said Captain Truck will be up in just a little while anyway, right?
2 hours, I believe.
Oh, that long, huh?
Oh, yeah. Boy.
A little under 2 hours. A little under 2 hours.
Okay. Well,
I'll be asleep.
It was a good soup tonight, Jedi Bill.
It was a great soup tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. Started out with trolls in the cornfield.
Oh dear!
I actually saw that. I was on with someone else when your stream started. I was like, oh, there's lots of trolls out there in the chat right now.
Jedi Bill.
Finally, it ended.
Yeah.
Jedi Bill, I'm going to tell you, you got to get a hold of Kai MFS.
Yeah.
I believe. Yep, that's the one. The computer expert there, because he was issuing a wonderful lecture today I think it was Captain Trek, on how to configure your live streams to attract searches and therefore get you more presentation on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And somebody in that live stream suggested, Kai, you should make a video of this, and so we can all find it and watch it. And he's like, oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if he's going to do it, but you need to talk to him, because you and I were talking about how you wanted to grow your channel. And Kai was giving an actual tutorial today on how to make that happen.
Yeah.
So talk to him and see what he says, because
I'm an overnight guy.
all right. Well,
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah. Go ahead. Were you done? We got more to add to it? Sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. Sorry.
I think he's trying to find the link to post.
Oh, okay.
Or that's you rattling a bag of chips. I don't care either way.
No. That's turkey. That is turkey. I'm hungry. I'm making a sandwich. It's a turkey sandwich. It's a turkey sandwich on a bagel.
And it's 2:00 in the morning, and you're not allowed to do that on my diet and exercise program.
But have we started?
No, we have not, but I'm just letting you know. You can't make a turkey sandwich in the middle of the night.
I know what. I'm sorry. I'm up at night. I sleep in the daytime. What are you... yeah, so... like I said, old habits die hard.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it may be more difficult for you than I suspected.
Yeah, you could say that. What?
One slice.
One slice.
Turkey.
Oh, okay.
But I really do need to hit the sack. My mom's going to be awake in just a couple more hours, so
Okay.
I need to hit the sack and get a couple hours sleep myself. My sister may come home tomorrow. That would be good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I will see you guys later. Nina, have a great night. Jedi Bill.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, it's going to be one hell of a New Year's Eve party, isn't it?
I hope so. I really hope people come and just celebrate with me. You know, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like since a certain something happened, that people don't favor me that much.
Well, you got 100 more subscribers than I do, so
Well, I know.
stop worrying about it. Just put yourself out there. That's what YouTube was all about.
Okay. I will do that.
All right, man. Have a good morning, and I will see you tonight.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Later. Is there anybody left in chat? Not until you, at least you're still with me. Still with me, buddy. I don't know who's here. There's five of you still there. LDB's probably has his ears on. What to do. Have a bite of this lovely bagel sandwich that I just made. Bagel turkey sandwich. Cool. You're still here. Awesome, man. It's hard to eat. What? Oh. What are you sorry about?
I'm talking to...
Oh. Well, he's fine for now. I'll put water in there later.
What?
He's fine for now.
And that's not what I was sorry about.
Oh.
He came over after I had meat in my mouth. Wanting some.
The turtle?
My turkey. Tiger.
Oh, that.
Tiger.
Oh, okay. That guy, the cat. Tiger the cat. Not Edgar the turtle.
he wants to looking at.
Well, when does he not want something that I have?
Well,
He's a cat and he thinks he's human. Well, folks, I think we've gone just about 4 hours. It's been a really great soup tonight. I will, if you're looking forward to the next soup, it will be later today, towards the end of the day. For you overseas, it will already be the new year. It will be the first. For us in the States, it will still be the 31st. I plan on hosting the soup starting at 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which would be 10 p.m. Central and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's right. So until then, happy New Year's Eve. Have a great, safe New Year's Eve. And those across the pond, as we say, or across the Atlantic Ocean, Happy New Year. You made it. 2021 will be arriving shortly. Have a great day, folks. Later. Thanks for with me and Insomniac Soup.